You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sport.
Yeah. I played with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
Hello, everybody.
What
Welcome.
up, though? I'm Terry Foster.
Oh,
here with Joique Bell.
I knew you wanted my hat for a reason.
You don't like it? You don't look good?
No,
on
you look like you're from Jamaica when you wear that hat. You should be floating around the beach, having a good time.
I need like a piece of straw, piece of hay, like sticking out like on the side of my, like right here.
The only thing I wish upon you is when you're gallivanting on the beach, you don't get eaten up by a shark. Be careful.
What?
Sharks are in the ocean, dude.
What?
And
I don't
they
go.
eat people.
I don't go in the ocean. I had one bad experience in the ocean. I never been back in there.
So when you go to the beach, you stay on the beach.
I stay on the beach.
Okay.
I tell you a place you can go to. You feel like you're at the ocean. Go to Benton Harbor. Go to Gene Clark Park at Benton Harbor. You feel like you're in the ocean, but there's no sharks.
In Benton Harbor,
I
feel like I'm in the ocean, like the Pacific or Atlantic.
It'll probably be like the Pacific.
Is there a lake? What lake is it?
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan is too damn cold.
And it feels good. I was just in it.
I've been in Lake Michigan and just froze my ass off.
I grew up on Lake Michigan. I'm in that thing all the time. As a kid, as an adult, it's fine. Your body get adjusted to it.
I guess. But you know what? The ocean feels warm. You ever been in the Gulf of Mexico?
The Pacific is cold.
Yeah, it is. Up north.
No, in L.A. That's not up north. Santa Monica, Malibu.
Be tough and go in the ocean in the Pacific.
I have.
By the Bay Area. You know when those scuba divers or the
what's the difference between we're more north than there. I get Lake Michigan.
They get milder weather or something like that. We get snow and then our water.
It doesn't even snow there for real.
Huh?
It doesn't even snow there.
Where?
In the Bay.
No. We get snow, not them. That's the difference. Our water is colder than theirs.
Right. So why do I have to be a man to go get in the Bay water in the Pacific?
Because
be a man to go get in the water over here.
That's why I don't get in it. It's too damn cold.
It feels good. It's refreshing.
But that is not the intent of this show, Baligian and Bell. I'm Terry Foster.
We'll get to what we need to get to.
I want to get all you guys rich.
You said what?
I want Art to be rich. I want you to be rich.
But does Art want to be rich?
He does.
Is he willing to do what he
needs money?
Are you willing to do what you need to do to become rich?
I mean, I work with you every day. Isn't that enough torture?
All right, fellas, don't we have a layup in front of us? The over-under for the Detroit Lions, win total, 4.5. There's no way they're going to be below 4. So if you bet the over, aren't you guaranteed? And I know the most dangerous thing to do is to bet on or against the Detroit Lions. Because when you think they're going to do something bad or not perform, they do. And then when you say, you know what, I'm on the Lions bandwagon, that's when they fall on their face. Isn't this a layup as far as winning money?
I would say if they get, because the USA Today projections was 3-14, and if they get less than 5 wins, I'll close this camera. It'll be gone. I'll leave. I'll never return again.
So you're gonna go
No, that's not true. You will come back.
No.
There you are.
No. If they get 3 wins, 3-14, there's high school football teams that can play better.
But you know you'll be saying, but next year.
No, because I don't. But you know what? That's something I don't even have to worry about because the Lions limo, Lions 10 wins, Super Bowl. That's right.
Aren't you going to put your life savings, Mr. 10-7?
No, Terry. I can't take it. I can't. Devin Gardner came on here the other day and said that
playoffs.
It said that they're going to go to the playoffs this year, a wild card. I couldn't believe he said that this year.
He's smart.
Would you bet your trip to New Zealand on that?
On Lions going to the wild card?
Yeah.
I would not bet all of it. I'd bet some of it.
All right, what happened to all this optimism?
I don't know.
10-7.
Yeah, 10-7. And when it's time to put
No,
your money
you know
on,
what?
That's
But-
what it's all talk.
That's
what
Fish
it's all
is
talk.
Fish does not
All
represent
right,
me.
fuck it. I'll bet all my money then.
No.
Is that what you wanna hear?
No. Not bet all your money. Bet you going to New Zealand.
Okay.
If they go to the wild card game, I will pay for you to go to New Zealand.
Whoa.
If they don't go to the wild card game, you can never go to New Zealand.
Don't
You
take
bet
that
that-
back,
no.
brother.
You're banning him from New Zealand?
betting
Yeah.
you.
Good luck trying to ban me from New Zealand. I can just wear the skies.
No. It's just a bet. If you go, then you're just not holding up your end of the bet, and then whatever you spent to go to New Zealand, that's what you got to pay me.
See, I don't want to
So
go
I have
that
to pay
deep
double.
with him.
That doesn't
I want him
make
to go to New
sense.
Zealand. I'm
Hey.
simply saying all this shit that you guys talked the last few weeks.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's nowhere. It's nowhere. And no, it's not going.
What happened to the 10-7 limousine?
He's in the Tennessee limousine.
Yeah, you guys seem to think, Terry, you're making a broad assumption that everyone, I mean, the limo's already full, so you can't get in. I'm sorry.
Ouch.
I'm just talking to you dudes.
And when
You're telling me get on the 10-7 limo, get that Lions Kool-Aid,
Listen.
get that Lions cornbread, and when I'm asking you, would you put a significant bet on the Lions winning 5 games
Yeah,
or more?
it-
Here's what I get.
no, listen.
You know who got some good cornbread? Savannah Blue. Go check them out. Some
Listen.
good cornbread over there.
If I had that Chad Johnson money, I'd put 100,000 that says that the Lions are going to win at least 3-4 games. What do we? If you're a professional, we're not 0-16 anymore. I'm
0-17.
basically the Woodward sports analyst for the
0-17?
Lions next to Corey.
You mean 0-17?
Yeah, well, I'm saying 0-16 was. Come on, Joique, keep up.
Would you go to your local bookie and put $100 on the Lions winning 5 games or more?
If I had $100, yeah, absolutely. Why? That's an easy bet, right, Fish?
Yes, sir.
I would bet that. So if they win 4 or more, they're
No,
good.
5 or more, because it's the over/under is 4.5.
So they
that's
ha-
where they get you. If they win
Yeah.
4, you lose. If they win 5, you win.
I haven't win them 4. That's a tough bet.
Oh, see, then you got to go under.
You got to get on that Devin Gardner, juice that he's on.
Cause the thing is this, like you said, I can bet the 4, but I was giving them a possible 2 games that they might be able to win. They might be able to pull one out against the Vikings, and I don't see them beating the Browns at all, and they're not in the conference, so they might beat them because that's a team they're not supposed to beat. So.
You know what really grinds my gears, though, are these early predictions. We don't know what's going to happen, other than we know that they're going to get 10 wins. If you're a publication for sports, I don't care who you are, and you put the Lions going 3, 4, 5 wins, you don't know sports. Get out of here.
Yeah, I guess not. So, but when I said, would you put a bet on the Lions winning 5 or more and putting significant money on there, here's what I get.
You didn't get that from me. I
Yeah.
said if I had $100, I'd put $100
Yeah,
on it.
eventually you said it.
No, I'm confident. The Lions Roar booth in here says Lions 10 wins, Lions limo, and Crackman's invited anytime that he wants to come in this building. I said it.
Okay, let's do it. What about the rest of you? Kennedy? Are you that confident?
I'm not confident in really anything this season. They have a tough schedule. Like, it's not gonna. Nothing's
tough.
gonna come easy.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen enough. I would not be comfortable putting money on anything this season. Is all I'm saying.
Wow.
Except for
All right, as a man who played in the National Football League, Joique, how difficult is it when a new coaching staff comes in to get a team up to speed?
depends on the roster. We had a brand new coach come in 2014 to the Lions, and we went 11-5. His first year with us. That was a totally different roster. Right, totally different
So
roster.
you're saying there's a chance?
Huh?
So you're saying there's a chance?
What about with this roster?
No. So do you think this roster is better than the 2014 roster?
No, but listen, when you believe and conceive, you achieve.
No,
It's
when
as
you
simple
believe,
as
when you
that.
conceive, you have babies. Art.
And I'm pretty good at that. I have almost as many babies as the Lions will have wins.
Young Fish.
You mean losses, right? Because they're going to go 10-7.
Oh, yeah, thank you, Fish.
Would you
for
make
correcting
that
me.
bet, Fish?
Dyslexia.
I'm not a bettor, but yeah, I would throw a few bucks on it.
That they win more than 4 games?
No, that they go 10-7.
Woo!
All right. They go 10-7. I'll put on like, I don't know.
A tutu. Just put on a tutu.
No, I'm not wearing nothing feminine. No. I'll wear something.
What says the tutu's feminine, Joique?
I'll wear, huh?
What says the tutu's feminine, Joique? It's 2021.
It is feminine.
Okay.
You go out there.
It's not me. It's the world basically
Harry
telling me
Styles
that.
wore a tutu. What are you trying to say?
I'm not wearing. I'm saying I'm
Now,
not wearing.
here's how daring Joique is.
I'm not doing it.
If the Lions finish 10-7, he'll wear a T-shirt with black pockets on it.
Say it, Joique, don't go too crazy.
Yeah, he's
No,
really
I'll
daring.
I'll put on some swim trunks and some boots and do a lap around here. No
Yeah,
shirt.
what does that do
That's
for me?
nothing.
I don't give
There's
a
something
shit
to
about
do with
that.
Bikini or bust?
What is it, in January?
Dude, there might be somebody in
January?
the building.
In January. That's nothing
You
in
gotta
January.
put on some swimming trunks in a building that's 72
No,
degrees.
outside.
Are you gonna go outside?
I said I'm gonna do a lap outside. What are you talking about?
Joique, is your most hated player Clay Matthews? Who's your most hated NFL player?
I don't hate anybody.
Aww.
Okay, well, if
I dislike organizations. No one's ever disrespected me to the point where like I hate you, right? But like,
Well,
there's
what
some
about
people
me?
There's some people I don't hate you, Art. I just don't care for you too much.
Depending on the day.
I'll probably you could say Clay. That's fine.
all right, so if the Lions go 10-7, the day after, whenever you come back, you have to wear a Clay Matthews jersey, and you have to say, I love Clay Matthews.
You have to tweet at Clay Matthews and say, I love you, man.
And you have to wear a Clay Matthews jersey the whole show.
I like that. I like that.
Okay. And if not, you can't go to New Zealand
Forever?
for the next 15 years.
No, he's
No,
got to
no,
go.
no.
He's got to go to New Zealand.
No, for the next 15 years.
Fish?
So
Fish, you gotta go.
2035.
Don't take that bet. I want
Yeah.
you to go.
2036. But
Oh, 2030. Good
Beautiful
call.
mountains, the ocean. It
All right, would you
it
take that back?
sings fish.
how confident are you,
Yeah,
Fish?
you know, it's not a terrible bet. I mean, 2036.
Yeah. You'll have your coins up by then. You'll be a millionaire by then. I believe in you.
Probably not.
Well, not with that attitude.
Yeah. You
Fish had on his
you
little
sound
swing
more like
trunks.
Art. You sound like more like Art every day.
What, 10-7 Super Bowl?
That's right,
No,
baby.
No, about not being a millionaire. Anyway, how about I tell you about Northwestern Tech?
No, but you can.
Start a new career in an industry that is always essential, the heating and cooling industry. To learn more today, go to northwesterntech.edu. Joique Bill, Terry Foster, and this is Woodward Sports.
You know why realtors love using Hall Financial as a lender? Because of our commitment to speed and service. We have nearly 4,000 five-star reviews already. Call today, 248-308-5000, or go to callhallfirst.com.
Back to the
The Blankenbell Show.
Blankenbell.
Blankenbell.
Well, it's officially the Baligian and Bell show until further notice.
No, it's Blankenbell.
Nah, it's Wimpy's and Bell, because all these guys talking about the Lions limo and everything. When you start putting money on it, it's like
Yeah.
they get a little.
It'll get a little. All right.
Yeah.
Adam.
That's
Adam, would you take the 4.5 under on the Lions? You think they'll win more than 4 games?
so he would take it.
So you'll take the over? Okay.
Okay. But Adam's a real man.
How much money
He
you
don't
put
care.
on that?
He's not afraid.
Oh, geez, here we go.
There you go.
Adam's saying that he would take.
Why
Wow.
do you always turn it off?
Because the batteries die. What are we, a battery factory?
How about buying a new pack of batteries?
Well,
That
we
too.
do.
Thank you, Terry. Listen, I already put a preseason bet down before all this was the original opening lines. I believe it was set at 4.5. It stayed pretty consistent. I've seen some at 5.5, but I placed my over bet at 4.5. They've upgraded culturally. Granted, the roster is worse off than it was last year, but you can't convince me they can't win 5 games. If they can't win 5 games, I'm gonna have a real problem giving this dipshit a 6-year contract. So
yeah, the NFL is set up that
It's hard to win games in this league, though.
You should win 6 games. It's set up. Now, it does happen where the few teams finish below that, but for the most part, 80% of the time you should win 6 games, and most teams top off at 10. But
they have an additional too. We're playing 17 now. We're playing 17 now.
Right.
That
So
just
there's an extra
makes
game
my
there.
odds better. I would bet the over. If it was at 5.5, I'd consider betting the under. I think it's exactly at 5 wins for this team. I don't see them winning 6 or 7. You can't play ball with no wide receivers. Like, you can run the ball, you can control the clock, but you know what? If you're not putting up points early on and you're playing behind, you're probably going to have to move away from your game plan and you're going to have to throw the football. And guess what? Jared Goff only has Hawkinson, Jamal Williams, and Swift really to throw to. Cephas is yet to be proven as a good wide receiver. Tyrell Williams is a deep threat. I'll give him that, but is that a consistent number 1? Probably not. So what are we looking at? I think 5 wins is fair. I know dipshit over there thinks they're going to win 10-7 and go to the fucking playoffs. It's just not going to happen.
No, he
Well,
think
you
they're
won't
going
be
to the Super Bowl.
you won't be calling us
Super
a
Bowl?
dipshit when it happens.
That's right, baby.
Or if they go to the Super Bowl, I swear to God, I will be at your, I don't know, anything.
Yeah,
Anything
you've said that
dream.
a bunch. You've said, I'll do this, I'll do that.
Anything.
Okay.
It's just
Mr.
not
Never
going to
come
happen.
through.
This
What's the bet?
organization
Let's
hasn't
make
put
a win.
together a playoff winning team in God knows how long.
Why
What,
are you so
30
angry
years?
about it if it's not going to happen?
It's not going to happen right now.
It's not anger, it's passion.
We haven't had a playoff team in 30 years. I went to the playoffs 3 times.
A winning playoff team. Sorry, no.
Okay.
I meant like actually
Wow,
winning.
what
the
an
playoff
insult to
games.
Joique
Ooh.
Bell.
No, it's not an insult
It
at
is
Joique.
an insult.
This
Wow.
is just
It's
the
a
reality.
shot.
This
It's a
team.
shot.
It's a
He took a
shot.
shot at you.
But you know what can you say when it's true? We didn't win.
It's Adam.
We didn't
Come
win.
on, I mean,
It's
if we're
fact.
objective here, you want to build a winning culture for the Lions organization. You don't want them to be the team that gets to the playoffs, goes 11-5, and then the next year they're 6-10 or 5-11. Like, that's not what you want. You want consistency. When the roster's good, that means we should be winning 9, 10, 11 games competing for the division. When the roster is bad, they should be losing games. It's like common fucking sense. Not when the roster's bad, you put Super Bowl expectations on a rookie head coach with a rookie staff outside of Anthony Lynn. I don't want to hear it. It's just not going to happen. It's
rookie
impossible.
staff.
Not with
it
that
makes no
attitude.
sense. What's up?
That's not a rookie staff now.
It's
Thank
a rookie.
you.
It is a rookie staff in everything they're doing now because they've all gotten promotions basically.
It's
to come
rookie
work.
only from the standpoint of them being together. as
Yes.
a group.
Deuce Staley's not a rookie.
That's
No,
right.
Deuce Staley's been a backs coach for a long time, but he has a more he has
Anthony
more
Lynn ain't a
responsibility
rookie.
now with the Lions. He's
Man,
not just a backs
He's
coach.
doing the same thing. he
Except
was
a little more.
No. He's doing the same thing he was doing in Philly. They just gave him a higher title.
Educate him, Joique.
He's doing the same thing he was doing there because he was supposed to get the job there in Philly. They didn't give it to him, so he came over here with the same title, right? They just upgraded his title to assistant head coach.
So outside of Deuce Staley and Anthony Lynn, I think we can agree everybody on that coaching staff is very new to what they're doing.
No.
Yes.
Dan Campbell played for the Lions. He knows a thing or two.
He knows how to lose 16 games.
Okay, it happened once,
He
okay?
did not play that season. He was
They-
injured.
Oh, was he?
Yes.
I don't even remember. It was
Look at
such
what
a
he
shit
did
show
for the
this season.
Dolphins. Incredible.
Yeah, 4-7. Look, I don't want to. This is not a bash Dan Campbell or any of the coaching staff.
Sure seems
this is
like
a
it.
reality. The roster's not great. The coaching staff is new. They have a great culture going right now. Everything seems to be pretty. I'm content with. But if you put expectations, they're going to win 10 games. 1, you're going to be disappointed. 2, you're going to put Dan Campbell on the hot seat when he really shouldn't be until year 3.
And then 3, people who don't really know football, who comes in and watch our show for real information, are going to take your word for it. And you don't know anything about football.
Well,
So stop it.
oh. So,
Why are you discrediting him,
right,
Joique?
you don't know me, Joique. We went to one Pistons game together. Get the hell out of here.
Art, I swear to God.
Why
If
are
I
you
gotta
guys so
hear 10
angry
and
at my
7?
positive projection?
If I got to hear 10 and you do well, do you know what the line schedule is this season? They have the 6th hardest schedule.
Okay, and
This
like
upcoming
I said,
season.
Hang
They
on,
open up
hang
with the
on.
San Francisco 49ers.
What did Devin Gardner
Colin
say?
Kaepernick isn't on the team anymore. That's a win. Next.
What did Devin Gardner say?
That's right. Devin Gardner doesn't know anything.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said
What record he say that they're going to be?
He said they're going to make it to
I don't
playoffs.
remember the record, but he said
He said they're an
they'll be
8-9 win team and they
contending for a
might make the
wild card
playoffs.
spot.
That's exactly what
I thought
he
he
said.
said they're going to win a wild card.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
they'll
he's
be
on drugs
contending,
too. I can't help everybody.
and there'll be a
I can't. I can
wild
only
card
help
team.
people who are opening to listening to reason.
Oh,
Devin Gardner
yeah.
might be on drugs, but does he know football?
Yes,
Of course
he
he
does,
knows
Terry.
football, but I don't
Okay.
think. It's not about knowing football only, guys. Like, look at the reality of the situation.
Every head coach knows
Prior to
football.
Jared Goff being traded, who was a better quarterback, Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff. He made it to the
That's
Super
such a
Bowl.
lie. That's such a
Matthew
lie.
Stafford.
Bro.
No, he
Matthew
made it to the
Stafford
Super
is a
Bowl.
better quarterback than Jared Goff.
Okay, who had better 2020 red zone completions? Jared Goff.
What?
Oh, we're going to talk about that later on. We'll talk about that later on. Higher. Oh, actually, you know what?
He's back on fire again. I have no idea what he's talking
Did he
about.
have last year?
Oh, here, well, look at this graphic. Look at that. Look at where Jared Goff is at, all the way at the top.
the hell
Look
is
at where
that?
little Matty Stafford is at. Get out of here.
Just because he threw for a better percentage in the red zone, he's a better quarterback.
Last time I checked, when you're in the red zone, you should probably try and throw a touchdown,
What
right?
if you never
And you
get
should
it?
score.
You know,
Yes, sir.
imagine
Yes, sir.
having. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Art.
No, Art's stirring the pot right now. 'Cause
No,
Art knows
Adam's
nothing
just
about
jealous because
I'm
Art
jealous?
is schooling him right now.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hey, let the student teach the teacher.
All right. Well, teacher, let me educate you a little bit because I think you have a lot of shit totally missed and out of place.
Okay.
First of all, Matthew Stafford has never in his life been a part of an offensive scheme with an offensive-minded head coach that he has right now with Sean McVay. Do I think Matthew Stafford is good? Yes, he's good. Is he better than Goff? Yeah, he's actually better than Goff. It's not even a question. But is he great? No, he's not. He hasn't proven that he can be great. And that'll always be Stafford's knock here in Detroit. When he had the teams built around him, he never delivered. And that's just, unfortunately, the
Okay.
reality.
Can I give my rebuttal?
He regressed every playoff game that he was in. From the first one where he put up a ton of points and everything was cool, but the defense couldn't do shit against the New Orleans Saints, who were just really hot that year and ended up winning the damn Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
To not throwing a touchdown for the next 7 quarters.
Rebut, my friend.
Yes, so what I would like to say is, for one, Matthew Stafford has never been a great quarterback. Let's just be honest, because if he
Neither
was
has
great,
Goff.
He never
What,
said.
can I finish? I think I'm on the show every day, right?
Ouch.
So anyway, I think that when you come up with stats like the red zone completions and completely blows Matthew Stafford out of the water, that's a great stat.
Why don't you
right?
look at the
Oh, here
turnover
we go.
count?
Just
Go look at the turnover count.
Just keep
Why don't you
talking.
go look at yards
Just-
per game, completion percentage? Why don't you go look at touchdowns thrown? Outside of Jared Goff's one magical year where he took the Rams to the Super Bowl, he's regressed every single season.
Joique, didn't you just say that winning games in the NFL is hard? It's really hard, isn't it?
Oh, it's really hard when you're the quarterback of the Lions, trust me.
Oh, but not when you're the quarterback of the Rams. You
Oh,
get a
God,
pass.
no. No, God, no.
No, not at all.
No, not when Aaron
easy,
Donald's
yeah.
on your team, not when
And-
Sean McVay's your head
And
coach.
Stafford's
No.
going to do really great without Cam Akers, and he's probably going to get injured in the first week, right?
What does the injury have to do with... Oh,
Well, he's saying Stafford doesn't have one of his key pieces.
wow,
So that's going
wow.
to make it more
All
difficult.
right, well, it's on him to step up and make his teammates better.
Oh, because he stepped up so great before.
I don't know who anybody here called Matthew Stafford great, that this guy's going on a rant right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know what
no
he's
one's
talking about.
used the word
Everybody
great.
in
Nobody
LA.
said that. Nobody
Everybody
said
in
that.
LA
But-
said he's
Dan,
great.
No. In this room, he said.
Oh,
No, but Fish makes a great point.
He goes Fish right now. He goes Fish now.
Go
no
ahead,
one
Fish.
in this room say anything about Matthew Stafford being great. And then as soon as he comes back with his, well, Stafford's not great. Nobody said it was great.
Okay. I never would have expected someone to get so mad about my 10 wins prediction than
It's
Adam.
not that I'm mad.
If
It's
you're-
so frustrating
It's
because
like
this
you can't give
city,
any
this city
facts.
deserves
I
better.
just pulled up a graph.
This city deserves so much better than idiots like you going out there and giving them
now
false
I'm an
hope.
idiot.
Like
Now I'm an
idiots
idiot.
like you and
How dare
Crackman.
you.
Idiots like you and Crackman are the why the Lions have been shit
Hey,
for 60 years.
Watch your mouth about
Absolute
Crackman.
shit for 60 years because of fans like you.
Now,
Okay.
he's going to fight you now.
I'll fight
Don't
them
mess-
both.
Don't mess with
Crackman will
Crackman.
fuck you up, Adam.
Crackman will do
No,
shit.
here's the thing. I don't think Adam is angry. He is frustrated. And I get frustrated too. Here's the thing I don't understand is the Lions put you through crap every year. But the year after, the sports fan is always saying, this is the year. I can see the silver lining. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win playoff games.
That's right.
And you get a few fringe people saying, you know what? I think they might make the NFC Championship game or a Super Bowl. You hear that each and every year, and it doesn't happen. And then you know what happens with that fan? By December, when the Lions have won like 5 or 6 games, they're pissed off. Man, they let me down again. No, they didn't let you down. They were who they are.
Can I say something, Terry?
No, you know what?
Terry, would you like a hug?
You've been drinking. Fish has been drinking. I'm sipping on Kool-Aid.
I drink water every day. I got it back here.
No. Here,
I'll show it to you.
You sipping Kool-Aid, that Lions Kool-Aid, that Detroit Lions Kool-Aid right now. You over there drinking 8 Mile vodka.
That was
He's taking shots.
Taking shots.
Listen, since we're talking about 8 Mile vodka, let me tell you about the world's greatest vodka. It is 8 Mile vodka. Born right here in Detroit, it's distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow for optimum quality control and care. The carbon filtered, aerated, and bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with a smooth finish and a character all of its own. You know, when the Lions go 10-7, make sure that you got a lot of that 8 Mile vodka. It's an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. All right, next time you're out, ask your bartender for an 8 Mile vodka or pick up a bottle at Meyer. And as always, drink responsibly. We will be back. It is Woodward Sports.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network, Baligian and Bell. It's not
Baligian and
Blank
Bell.
and Bell. It is not Blank and Bell.
It's Blank and Bell.
Okay, whatever you want. You're the big guy.
T-Foss, don't even put up with this nonsense.
You watch your mouth,
well,
Kennedy. Pick a side.
I'm Terry's.
Bam.
Yeah, with what we had to deal with last night with you, we are Team Terry today.
Team Terry, and he's
What
being
do you guys
blissful.
have to deal with me?
Okay, Terry, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. When someone texts you,
Wish
right,
I was on this group
and they,
chat.
and they
No, I actually
send
don't.
it in the group chat, and they say, hey, we need a clip for Ballin with Bell tomorrow. And we send a couple examples, and by we, I mean Kennedy. And that person just gives a thumbs up to one of them. So we're like, okay, well,
Okay,
maybe
so what do you think that means?
Adults are talking,
stop.
let
What
me
do you think
finish.
that means?
That means I'm taking care of it. If you give a thumbs up,
No.
Right.
No. Listen to what he said. They said we need you to pick a video out of these 3. They sent me 3 videos. The picture, I put a like on one of those videos. What does that mean?
you like one video, but
That's the video that we're gonna go with.
Okay, but can I finish?
go ahead.
Am I finished or am I done? So,
You're both.
okay. So this morning I said, Joique, I need to make a graphic. Which one are we going with? This man's at the gym taking Instagram videos of some old man lifting taking too long but can't respond to the group chat. It's over and over again. You couldn't have confirmed and said, hey, we're going to go with this clip. Terry, your
liked it.
your thoughts?
I liked it. I liked that clip the night before.
Terry, choose wisely who you're.
The night before, I liked the video that I wanted
Do we
to
have
do.
proof
in
of
a
this?
situation
Oh.
like this, to have a quality show,
Thank you.
we have to be clear
Thank you.
in what we mean.
Thank you.
You need to communicate with this man in English and say, I want this clip.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
or
you.
I do not like these two
Everybody clap
clips.
for Terry and stand up. Give this man his respect.
Hang on. In this situations, emojis do not work.
Good.
That is true.
Sometimes we have to communicate.
Well, communicate through email then, not through text.
Joy, can you just say you're
about that?
sorry and we can move on?
Well,
Now,
I
how
think
about
And
the
then
young
he was
people-
like, Art, I forgot you were dyslexic.
Yeah, which has
make
nothing
it
to do
even
with
better.
a thumbs up or thumbs down. So, Joy, would
Because
you
I
like to
responded.
apologize?
no?
Joique, I'll get the
I like
camera
the
on
video
you.
I wanted.
I'll
the
put
young people
Well,
today
wait.
do not deal with emails or phone calls.
or
It's text.
respect.
I've never gotten an email from Joique Bell.
He doesn't have it.
Yes, you have. Ever? So I've never emailed you
He
before.
has an email.
I will look right now.
No. Stick to your words. Your words are I have
He
never
definitely
emailed
has
you.
an email.
I have emailed you,
So
but you have not emailed me.
I've never emailed you, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She's checking.
Oh, boy.
That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. It's going to be easy, too.
I hope you're wrong.
I just think that, Terry, you're right. For the flow of the show, instead of being on Instagram videotaping old people
look at
working.
This. July 2nd, I emailed Kennedy.
Uh-oh.
See?
Oh, look at this. May 27th, I emailed Kennedy.
Uh-oh.
February 23rd, email Kennedy.
Uh-oh.
January 27th, email Kennedy.
Uh-oh.
January 22nd, email Kennedy.
Boy.
All right here in my sent.
Oh,
That's like 7
Kennedy.
emails right
Maybe
there.
it went to
Ouch.
spam.
But I never emailed you.
Uh-oh.
I've never seen those. I'm looking right now.
It never happened because she
Probably
never
got you blocked. So I don't want to hear from this dude.
Yeah.
So went to spam.
No, Joique is certainly not blocked. I email him every day, pretty
Yeah.
much.
She emails me every day.
Oh, okay. If she emails you every day, why are you emailing her every 5 to 6 weeks?
Because she emails the prep, that's all. And I get the prep.
And
I go
you
through the
can't
prep.
say thank you in the email?
You don't even say thank you in the email.
Yesterday, I was upset with you.
Oh, boy.
And
She
I
sent
did.
the email before you even text me.
I did say thank you to Kennedy for the prep, and I thank her every day for her hard
No,
work.
you don't.
Yes, I do.
I've never got an email from you, Art.
Oh, no, I thank her in person.
Okay, the last email I have from Joique was from May 27th. All the other ones were from January and December.
That's what he
February.
said. Ouch.
And one in July.
Okay, 1 February.
And one in July. July 2nd.
And they are all the same. Thanks, Kennedy.
Thank you.
Which I don't get anymore, so
Now,
miss those
one
days.
That
of
is
those
true.
emails should say, "Thanks, Kennedy,
For your
Here
hard work."
are a couple more ideas
Yes!
for the show."
Thank you!
There is
no,
one.
I'm not the producer.
Oh, hold
No, but
I
you're
didn't go
a
to school
contributor.
for this.
No, I'm not.
Everybody's
No,
a
I'm not.
producer.
Thank you.
Everybody is a
And
producer.
I come on the show.
Take him to school, Terry.
I'll come on the show.
Take him to
And I'll talk about what. And you know what though? When we were doing that, stick to the script. Stick to the script. Hold on, no.
Who said that? Kennedy?
No.
No.
When-
No.
You've never said that?
No.
Where's Sean when you need him?
Uh-oh.
Where is he?
No, I for sure have said that. But
You just said no, you didn't say that. That's what I'm talking about, Sean. You're not with Sean. Terry, you see what I'm talking about? That's
Terry,
You know, gosh dang.
I used to always ask for everyone else's
is Corey
input,
here?
and then it would be either approved and on the rundown or not. So the collaboration is still welcomed. But when
And
we
the
are
thing
on
is-
the
and
show,
the
we
thing
are
is, though-
prepared for what's on the script.
That's
So,
right.
so did I not talk to you about this? And so she's sitting here. I didn't email her last night, but I definitely texted her yesterday because on the script, I brought her some on the script that was on there that we had to get corrected. And she's like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I didn't see that." But no, I don't get any credit for that though. We don't talk about
give you credit for that. You
Yeah,
corrected
and then
me.
Art doesn't say
Okay.
anything. Art doesn't say anything.
No, I'll say something now. Sending an Instagram DM and saying, hey, play this video. We're on in 5 minutes. Terry, you know, it's called prep. Be prepared.
It is prep.
But sometimes,
Now, Mr. Bell.
but sometimes when you're on the show,
Hey,
things
Professor
just happen.
Terry's
Hang
talking.
on. When you're in that running backs room and the coaches are going over a game plan,
Yeah.
do you ever chime up and say, "Hey, why don't we try this?"
No.
You never say anything.
Oh,
No.
boy.
Why not?
So you just
Because these are the pros.
oh,
It's their job to coach us.
but I
Not-
thought I only
you
pressed one button.
on the field.
No,
He's calling
what
me
I'm
a
on-
pro,
so,
Art, not
so
you.
what I'm telling you, when we are in that room, what they're put up on that board, they didn't come up with that by themselves. They sat in a room with every coach on that coaching staff, and they came up with that play. Right?
So players don't contribute.
No. Not till we out there on the field, and then the play happens, and then we go back to the coach, and he asks us, what did we see on the field? Because sometimes what we draw up on the board don't happen on the field. Sometimes that's why you call audibles. Or they send a blitz to the side, and now you got to cut back across field. How many runs do you think Barry Sanders had where they drew it up that way?
Probably 2 in his career.
Exactly. So when you're out there on the field, things are not going to go as you want, but the end goal is to get to the end zone. And so it doesn't matter how you get there, just get there.
But we can't get to the end zone
No.
if things are sent last second.
It don't matter. Well, I don't know how Barry Sanders got to the end zone so many times where a guy popped up in his face last second.
Unfortunately,
okay.
this has been
What
the
you gotta say
way
about
of the
that, Art?
Lions forever.
Art, what you got to say about
We're
that?
not on the
Art?
football
I would love
field.
to respond. Can I respond?
Yeah, respond.
Okay, so
That's why the Lions don't win.
Oh, we're not going to talk about that, okay? This all comes back to the point of communication. Terry, you know, we're in the communications business. And when you don't communicate,
what does that have
things
to do?
fall through the cracks. Now, I will say, Joique, there's been plenty of times to where on the show, I have to pull up a picture or a video because of the topic that we're having during that discussion. That's fine. But the reason why there is prep is to be prepared for what we're going to actually talk about on the show.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
It has to do with the fact that this is a contribution. Just because your name is up on the board, Terry, your name's been up on the board on plenty of shows, and you would never sit on your hands and say, "I'm not doing it. That's not my job." Correct?
That is correct.
Thank you.
Because
case closed.
We all contribute.
Yes,
exactly. And so I contribute by looking at the prep and being ready when I come here.
Okay, now I think this is. It seems like this show always turns into "let's fuck somebody."
Yeah,
that's
the name of the new show.
Let's fuck somebody. That's it.
We said let's fuck somebody. Play of the week.
Okay, then.
But we gotta
Joique,
watch out. Grammy Whammy's watching, so we got.
Sorry, Grammy Whammy. Yeah. Sorry. So if we're so prepped, let's talk about the Seattle's expansion draft from last night, Joique Bell.
After the break, we can do that.
Yeah, we can talk about that. And I don't like hockey, so I'll talk about it.
Oh my God!
But we definitely talked about it.
Just say, well, no, we got something to talk about after the break with the whole Turnbull thing. It just,
but we definitely got something to talk about though, for sure.
Woodward Sports.
Here's what I will
it's not
say.
Woodward Sports Day. We still got a minute.
Hockey is so low on the totem pole of interest of people that I would say skip that topic.
Where's your watch?
Not my interest poll.
We're gonna skip a time.
I got a better one.
Okay.
And it's on the sheet.
Can you say what network we're on right now?
Woodward Sports Network. Next on the Woodward Sports Network, what should the Big Ten do now that Oklahoma and Texas appear to be moving to the SEC?
Not going to happen, Terry.
I'll tell you what move the Big Ten should make next here on the Woodward Sports Network.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Blank and Bell Show. This is what this man wants to call it here. Something big happened yesterday, and actually this has been brewing for a while. Texas and Oklahoma appear headed to the SEC. So what does that have to do with us? Well, we're in Big Ten country, and I'm going to make a proposal. I believe the Big Ten should drop its pants for Notre Dame again. The way college football is going, there's going to be 4 super conferences or 2 super conferences. There'll be 16 teams. The Big Ten made its big splash a few years ago, which I think was a mistake, Maryland and Rutgers. Who the hell cares? You need to bring in somebody with some cachet in a big market who's a good football school. So at some point, the Big Ten is going to bring in 2 schools. And I keep hearing people say, oh, what about Iowa State? No, you don't want Iowa State. Very small TV market, and, you know.
What are the teams?
No, huh?
What other teams can they bring in?
One is Notre Dame.
Notre Dame doesn't want to come.
Convince them.
You know how hard
I'm sure, but you know what? You don't give up. Here, I'm going to turn to Art for a minute.
That's right.
You just don't give up.
That's right, baby.
Because at some point, Notre Dame is going to have to move to a conference. Or this Power 5 is going to shut them out of the BCS. And that's what everybody wants. We don't care about the Orange Bowl. We don't care about the Citrus Bowl anymore. It's all about getting 4 teams, and maybe it's going to be 8 teams at some point into the college football playoffs. That's why we play.
OU's actually released a statement regarding this, and the statement from Oklahoma State University says, we have heard unconfirmed reports that OU and UT approached Southeastern Conference officials about joining the SEC. We are gathering information and will monitor closely. If true, we would be gravely disappointed. While we place a premium on our history, loyalty, and trust, be assured we will aggressively defend and advance what is best for Oklahoma State and our strong athletic program, which continues to excel in the Big 12 and nationally.
Do you know what that statement says? It's true.
It's true.
But we can't say anything about it right now, and we won't. Speculate all you want.
Speculate.
Yes.
You know what, man? That's the thing about. Honestly. Oh, what's up, Corey?
So we must have breaking news. We got Corey
breaking
with
news,
a K
Corey?
in here.
We got Corey with a K in here,
and he's sick.
And, you know, are you okay from food poisoning? Can you?
I can get this out before I dip.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, it's not funny. It's really stupid. But Olympic ceremony director Kentaro Kobayashi is fired for mocking the Holocaust during the 1998 Comedy Act. So they just fired him.
During the Comedy Act?
Yeah, he's doing a comedy act on stage, and he said something about the Holocaust that was inappropriate. But here's the thing. It was in 1998.
Right.
Two things. You didn't know that before you hired the guy a few years ago? And the second one is, are we to be punished for stuff that we did 20, 30 years ago today?
This is what it is. Yes and no. Like, pay your debt. I mean, and it's kind of it's weird because as a comedian, like, you get a pass on, that's your hobby. Like, you take social issues,
not anymore,
or different type of issues, and you put it into your comedy to kind of make light of it, but at the same time, kind of, you know, depending on how you're saying it, can be paying homage, or it can be mocking, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know exactly what he said, but I remember.
I have it right here. I'm gonna be careful. I'm just reading what the report says.
Yeah, he's just reading. We're not gonna fire you.
Yeah, read what the report says. According to Blake Montgomery of the Daily Beast, Kobayashi seemed to refer to the Holocaust as a "Let's Massacre Jewish People" game,
like the Hunger Games or something like that.
All right. First of all, why? Okay, I agree with you. If something is on stage, it's off limits. It just happens. You're entertaining. You can say whatever you want within reason. Secondly, why didn't you do your research on the man? We're hiring a comedian. He had to say some controversial and stupid shit in the back. So let's do a background check on this guy. If this is so offensive, why did you hire the guy in the first place?
They didn't vet him.
They didn't. And I'll tell you another thing. So, you remember when, what was that? Kevin Hart did a stand-up.
Yes.
And he talked about his biggest fear was his son growing up and being gay.
Playing with the dollhouse.
He said his son was playing with a dollhouse. He said he picked it up and smashed the dollhouse on his son's head. And I remember Dave Chappelle brought it up in one of his skits, and he said, you know, it was a joke. In order for his son to be playing with a dollhouse, he would have had to bought it from himself. So I mean, it was a joke, but he was supposed to be hosting, was it the Grammys, right?
Yeah.
And so they came after him and said, no, back in 2000, a decade ago, he said,
he tweeted it out.
It was a bunch of people part of the LGBTQ community who came out with videos, wanted to bring it up now. They couldn't bring it up back then. They wanted to bring it up right now. This hurt my feelings. Which I'm not. If it hurts your feelings, it hurts your feelings. But don't wait to see something great happen for someone, and now you was hurt. Now you want to hurt them back. Like, no, just say it then when you heard it, and then state your case. But I think that's just like it's petty. It's
I think the double insult was the fact that it was for the Oscars, and then he went on Ellen, and then they actually said, "Oh, you can host now," and it's like, wait, You don't get to dictate what other people do with their career when they said something 15, 20 years ago in a tweet. That's what bothers me. Also, comedy is subjective. What I think is funny, Joique probably doesn't think is funny. What Terry thinks is funny, everybody probably thinks is funny. So it's one of those things.
That's true.
It's one of those things to where, like, where do we draw the line as a society? What is allowed? Comedy is an art form. It's an art form, just like rap. Not every rapper, contrary to popular belief, I don't know if you guys know this, what rappers rap about, 90% of them haven't done that shit. So it's an art
do you
form.
one better. All those rappers who talk about lean and all this stuff, they don't do that.
No.
They sell it. They make money off of it. They don't do that.
The only rapper that I believe actually has done what he talks about is someone like Sada Baby, someone like Trick
or Danny Brown,
like real Detroit legends that you know have been in the street. But regardless, it's an art form. It's an art form. They're playing a character, and the fact that we as society can't see that, or that we get offended by it. If a comedian was to come up, a black comedian was to come up and say, "F all white people, they're stupid," and they tell a funny joke with it, I'm gonna laugh. That's funny because it's comedy.
Well, and it happens all the time too.
Yeah. Chris Rock's whole bit on HBO back in the day was a slam to not only white people and black people. And it was funny because it was truthful.
Yeah, who was the guy who came? So, I guess around the time, when the George Floyd thing came out, it was a comedian. I can't remember his name, but they was posting one. I can't remember, but you might know what I'm talking about. When he did a stand-up, and the joke kind of went like, why do black people always got to forgive and forget so quickly? Every time we come up with something, they come up with some Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, and they always want to forget, less, civil rights, 50 years ago, you got February.
Joy,
hold on,
older guy, let me tell you.
But let me finish this. Can I talk, Terry? Because last time when I did, no,
I want to educate you. Even back then in the 60s, white people were saying, "What more do you want? Yeah. We let you drink from our water fountains.
Yeah,
what the fuck else you want?"
Right, and so the next thing he said, you know what? He said, but something happens to white people, and the first thing they say is they never forget. So he said 9/11. Oh, I'll never forget. And he said the next time 9/11 comes up, he's going to get a shirt that says "All buildings matter." I'm like, nah, that's petty. that's petty. That's petty. But like, I get what he was trying to get to, but it was a joke, and I mean the way he said it, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but I kind of you get what he's trying to get out there, and so. If he gets a job working somewhere down the line, are they going to bring back up that clip and say, "No, you said this"? And
absolutely.
But at the Philadelphia Inquirer, they used the headline "All buildings matter," and the black reporters walked off and protested and said, "No, this is a bullshit headline. We're not going to stand for this." So yeah, maybe he will.
Yeah. Here's my question though. Everyone remembers what happened with the artist who made the comic and was mocking Islam, and he was attacked, and there was major problems with that. That happened overseas, and I understand that. But last time I checked, like, we live in a land where you have free speech. Now, there isn't freedom of consequence though from that.
Speech,
so I'll give you a story. Ari Shaffir, who's a comedian, I don't think he's funny at all, but he's a comedian. Kobe Bryant dies. He makes a video the next day mocking his death. Should he lose everything? I don't know. But to me, if your job as a comedian, is it based on timing? Do we need to set a line where timing needs to be a thing? Or can you be free to express your art form, whether the other person likes it or not? There's comedians that I can't stand and I don't understand their humor, but at the end of the day, it's an art form.
Here's who dictates that, unfortunately, in this country.
The people.
It's the sponsors. The sponsors dictate that. For instance, there are some issues that black people were very upset about and bitched about it for year after year after year. Nothing happened. FedEx stands up and says, "Okay, we're tired of it. We're going to withdraw our money." Guess what? Stuff changed.
Yeah.
Because FedEx got some dough.
Well, and Terry, I mean, I've been fired from radio gigs for saying something, and a sponsor comes back and says, "I didn't like that," and I lose my job. And I understand that because sponsors pay the bills, and I respect that. And I got into this industry knowing that. What I'm saying is this: comedy is subjective. It's an art form. And if we can't respect that, then we should get rid of all comedians, because if someone tells a really funny knock-knock joke, we all might get offended, and that shouldn't be right, It's...
That is true. I will admit the cancel culture has gone too far. And I've had to deal with Fuzzy Zeller and Tiger Woods, fried chicken, whatever hell else they eat, and his old comment about Tiger, what was Tiger going to have at his Masters dinner. I don't believe in getting rid of these people. My philosophy is keep them on, but try to educate them. Because what happens a lot of times when you fire somebody for something stupid they said, then they go away, they have the freedom to say whatever they want, and then they become worse.
Yeah.
And then they make the situation even worse. But if you keep them and educate them and show them where they're wrong, they have a better chance of trying to make it better because they do feel remorseful and they're in a position
why do they feel
to try
remorseful?
to educate the rest of us.
Yeah. Yes, but then again, like you said, sponsors and endorsers control all of this, right? They control media. And so even if that people were to do that, was to keep them on, educate them, take them through some type of course where it talks about social sensitivity issues and how to handle them, you still have the people that are still going to be fire. And what they're going to start doing is start attacking the sponsors and stop supporting those sponsors, and they're going to see it dropping their numbers. And now it's the pros. Is it worth keeping them on, or should we just let them go? Let them handle it?
That's tough. But sometimes you have to educate the public. The public, as we found out the last few years, is not very educated in a lot of ways. They're getting information from the internet, Facebook, and stuff like this, and they have some reasonings for things, and they get that mob mentality. Sometimes you have to try to educate that public. If you can't do it, then I guess you do have to get rid of this person.
Yeah, and that's the issue. But stay tuned. Listen, I want to nail on this topic a little bit more. Stay tuned. Terry Foster, Joique Bill, and this is Woodward Sports.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America, Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Welcome back to Blank and Bell here. I'm Terry Foster along with Joique Bell.
Yeah.
And we got into some heavy discussions here today. We have another hot topic with Naomi Osaka and Megan Kelly.
Yeah.
And as we know that Osaka didn't talk to the media because she cited mental health issues. And as a media person, here's my philosophy. You don't have to talk to me. You don't. I have never said to an athlete, if he says he doesn't want to talk to me, well, you have to. No, I would like you to. I would like you to have a press conference. It makes my job easier. But I have never said, you got to talk to me, or else I'm going to hold a vendetta. So Osaka decided, I'm not going to do this during the French Open, and then people just went apeshit, and a lot of reporters saying, "Well, no, you're in this position, you have to talk." And Osaka, I understand that sometimes maybe she has anxiety talking to the media, and I didn't understand that until a few years ago. I had a conversation with Isaiah Thomas, and he told me, believe it or not, that he says that a lot of times athletes are afraid when they're talking to the media. From the standpoint is they don't know where the question is going. They don't know what you're going to talk about. So you kind of control the narrative. And sometimes the athlete is nervous about that. Sometimes the athlete who acts all big and bad is scared in that situation sometimes.
I don't know about all that.
Because they're dealing with people that they don't know in a lot of situations. And so I understand the athlete's anxiety. And you can dispute that. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're definitely not scared of the media. One thing we don't want to, one thing that we dislike, and one thing that we're concerned about is the media taking a part of what we said and making that the headline, and kind of twisting what we mean or what we meant when we gave that quote. And that happens all the time. You know, somebody will say something here, and they'll put this as the headline in the media, and that's not what we said. And that's not the way. That's not the same content of which I said it. And so that's one thing. That's why they teach us that when you talk to the media, when you win, say little. When you lose, say less. So we keep everything short. We only talk about us, because one thing media people do, and you know this here, that when the person that's injured is not doing any interviews, you go ask other players, well, how's da doing? And right. and the first thing the first thing that we're taught is to say, we don't know what's going on with his injury, but if you like to, you can talk to the head coach about it. And that's how we can spin it. Or, I don't know how he's doing, but but you know, I feel good. I'll be playing this week, you know. For sure.
Or I welcome him back to the team when he comes back. And a lot of times the coach will say, I'm only dealing with the guys who are in that room.
Can I ask a question? As an athlete, and Terry, you can answer this too, obviously, why would you want to talk to an athlete that does not want to talk? Like you said, I'm not forcing you to talk, but if I'm doing an interview with someone and they don't want to talk, I cut the interview short. I'm not going to try and pull information out of them.
Well, a lot of times we don't know an athlete doesn't talk to us until we ask. I mean, you just never know. 99 or 95% of the time, you ask, hey, can I get a few minutes with you? And the answer is yes. Now and then, you get a no. And if the story is important enough, you'll probably ask him a second time.
Yeah.
And maybe you might bug him a third time. After that,
I beat writers. They have one of the hardest jobs. They got to come up with stories every day. Right. They're coming up with stories every single day, and sometimes you just got to make up some stuff at some point. And so, I understood that one. So I never said no to a person who wanted to interview me, because I understood the type of stress and the demand of their job, but I was always very careful with how I worded certain things, and I'm not gonna say I kept it short.
Detroit versus everybody.
I kept that one short.
I think one of the problems that athletes had to deal with is there's a certain percentage of people in the media who are resentful of the money they make. So if they feel, if I can get under this dude's skin, then I won. Now, most people in the media are not like that. They want to get the truth. They want to tell a good story. They want to tell the public what's happening with the team. But I'll admit, there's some dudes that talk about, man, this dude makes $7 million, and, you know, screw him, and that is reflective in their stories sometimes. Yeah. Now, you get that very few times, but you get it.
But that's the thing, though. People feel entitled because, well, you getting paid all this money, you still want to do this. And so now that's when they start forcing players to talk to the media. I think that's something that kind of went on with Naomi. Basically, you're making all this money from our tennis tournament, so please do the media, because we want to make this bigger, and you're one of the biggest names in tennis, so please, we talk to the media, help us grow this sport, and just do your part. And so that's probably how they're looking at it, but they're looking at it to see what's the best for them, not what's best for the athlete.
That is true.
Naomi actually responded to Kelly.
She did. She responded to Kelly. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. I can't read that because I can't see that far.
Yeah, she said, seeing as you're a journalist, I would have assumed that you would take the time to research what led to the times for the magazines, because this all is because of the magazine.
Yeah, it's all because of the magazine.
Yeah. If you did that, you would have found out I shot all of my covers last year. Instead, your first reaction is to hop on here and spew negativity. Do better, Megan. Now, Kelly responded to that.
She did.
And said, poor Naomi blocked me while taking a shot at me. Guess she's only tough on the courts. She is apparently arguing that she shot her covers before publicly claiming she was too anxious to deal with press.
And that's true. And then she came back out and had receipts of all her shoots that she took back in December of last year in 2020. Like, why did she have to lie to you? And then Mad Kelly, if you went on there and did your own research, you would have known that. It's not like they took the pictures last month and then posted. That's done like months in advance, like months.
My thing is that it's like, as an athlete, you should be able to decide what interviews you want to do, because at the end of the day, like, I would love if every athlete came in here and did interviews with us, but you also have to respect the athlete from the perspective that time is money, for one, and for two, they're not a puppet. Like, I get turned down for interviews all the time, and I don't go, well, fuck you. Like, no, you have shit going on. You're an athlete, and I would like to talk to you. I take a very similar stance to Terry. If you have time, awesome. If not, I'll move on.
Yeah, and I like that a lot of the people got behind her. She didn't, because she clapped back, but she had other people clapping back for her, and people, other like famous. I think Venus Serena kind of bagged her as well when she announced that she didn't want to do it or talk to media. You had other tennis players who supported her, and so you have to really take into consideration the mental and the mental health of these athletes, because they go through a lot. I mean, they're in front of millions of people on a daily, whether it's on social media, whether it's doing different tournaments, whether it's going and doing different events, signings, interviews. I mean, it's a lot on a person. I mean, it can be a lot. And so, I mean, you can look back and look at a lot of people from Disney who were very successful while working at Disney, and kind of, look at them now. Like, some are doing well and was able to handle themselves. Some are having breakdowns. Now, I'm not saying that's for everybody, but just understand, like, people's mental health, that's a serious thing, and it's something that's not talked about enough. We need to make it more. We need to make this a norm of being able to talk about mental health. And so, Terry, thanks for coming on today. Always appreciate having you on.
You bet. Are you kicking me off now or something?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
No. But I'm saying I love having you on. I love to hear your perspective and kind of, open up the window through your soul to how you think about certain things. So I always love to hear your perspective. I do.
Appreciate it.
But stay tuned. We got to get into a few more things. We got to talk about Giannis.
Real quick, though, before
his name Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis.
Giannis.
Before we do,
God.
we have to qualify somebody for the kick for crypto. So I need a word from you guys. So while you're saying that word, I'm going to let you know that the kick for crypto.
Today's also the last day for qualification as well.
So go in the comment section and type in Giannis. Oh, no, not Giannis. Giannis.
And today, like Fish said, today is the last day to qualify, so we're going to be actually doing the kick tomorrow at Imagine and Novi. Super excited for that. Look for the Woodward Sports Tent if you have qualified. And, I'm excited. Hopefully, I'm still Fish. Did we get confirmation if I'm doing the ceremonial kick?
I sure hope so. If not, I'm going to leave the hook and go punch Stick in the mouth and tell him give out the ceremonial kick
Why does everyone want to hit Stick?
So.
Because he's tall. Because he's tall.
Stick, man.
All right, so yes, a comment Giannis in the chat, and we'll be right.
Also, I believe they're taking people some on the spot as well.
Yawn-ish.
Yawn-ish. He's already qualified like 15 times. You can only qualify once.
They're also, I think, they're taking people on the spot.
All right, so Giannis, put Giannis in YouTube, put it in on Facebook. First person puts in Giannis' name, the MVP of the NBA Finals. Put his name right here in the section, and we got it. All right, we have a winner.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, well, we'll get the winner. Say Woodward Sports, Joey.
There you go. David Anderson, you got it. Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand.
Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads. They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate
of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
We're back. Blank and Bell here. Terry Foster and Joique Bell. We were talking about Naomi Osaka and the fact that she didn't want to talk to the media, and she was criticized by Megyn Kelly, who was a conservative talk host, and criticized her for being on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And I think she was on the cover of Japan Times. And my thing as a media member, whenever I deal with athletes or coaches, y'all do what you want to do. If I ask you for an interview, if I ask you if I want to do a cover story or something, if you're polite and say no, I'm fine with that. You are under no obligation to talk to me. If you want to talk to somebody else instead of me, yeah, my feelings are hurt, but hey, that's the way it is. So I think Megyn Kelly is way off base by criticizing Osaka for deciding, I didn't want to talk to her in the French Open, but you know what? I want to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
This is her way of kind of picking at her to try to get her response because she didn't talk to her.
Right.
So now she's just in her feelings.
But you know what?
She's in her chest right
she's
now.
She's part of that shut up and dribble the ball mentality that Laura Ingraham talked about.
Yeah.
That's what Megyn Kelly's all about. They have a vendetta for athletes.
But they get paid talking about us. So.
Bam.
Oh, well, I guess I'm part of the media now. I get paid to talk. I'm a part of the media now. I'm on the other side.
You are.
I'm on the other side.
You got to watch what you say.
No, I don't. I say what I want to say.
Really?
I say what I want to say.
You say, and then when you go in the locker room, somebody looks at you cross-eyed.
No, this is the thing. I never attack the person, right? I never attack the man. I never attack who you are as a person. I only attack your play. I'm not even going to say criticize. I give feedback on your performance. That's what I do.
Some guys don't like that.
Well, I'm sorry. Don't play that way. Don't do that again. All right. Don't do it again. So when we have the Ballin with Bell, we have a run coming up later to where the run is a good run. I just don't like the finish. And in order to be great in this league,
explain that, right?
And I'm going to explain
My wife
it.
says that.
To show you some of the things that, if you go back to earlier to the Ballin with Bells, when I talk about other long runs, you'll see some of the things that I'm talking about in those runs that made those runs great. And so we'll talk about it a little bit later on, and I'll break it down for you. So make sure you stay tapped in for Ballin with Bell, where I'll break down probably our starting, because right now I don't think he's the starting running back right now.
Right.
But I think he might be a 1A, 1B type of thing this year.
Hey, Joique, do you think that you could eat 50 Chick-fil-A nuggets?
Good segue.
Do you think you could?
I probably could. For sure.
50 of them?
Yeah.
Is there anybody in America, maybe outside of Phoenix, who doesn't like Giannis? I mean, ever since Milwaukee won the NBA title, he's been on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
He's very likable.
Nonstop.
Yeah, nonstop. I think he was driving in a car and he had his trophy sitting on his lap, his MVP, like his MVP trophy. He said, I woke up like this. He said, well, I haven't been asleep. He said, I've been like this. He has that accent. So it's funny.
I have video footage of him from when he ordered the Chick-fil-A 50 nuggets, if you want to play
is it that he has free Chick-fil-A for life in Milwaukee or something like that?
No, he said in the video this is not an endorsement. But here's the footage. Here's the footage.
So can I have, please, a 50-piece Mac Minis, 50 exactly, not 51, not 49 chicken minis, yes, 50. And let me have a large drink, no ice, half Sprite, half lemonade.
This is how this is gonna be.
Half Sprite, half lemonade. I haven't tried that.
Let's go! Let's go!
God, it's like all the kids from Woodward Sports.
I was gonna say the same thing.
If a sports team wins a championship, I'm not coming in here the next day.
But he's a good guy. I mean, he let him touch the trophy. He seems like the most likable guy ever, and he's massive.
Hey,
he does. Woo!
Did he give us the trademark for them saying "Let's go"?
We're gonna go after him. Chad's gonna sue him. Could you imagine?
Did we trademark that yet?
We probably did somewhere.
So we can't sue him.
It's already too late.
Giannis is like a regular guy that won a championship.
Yeah.
Because that's stuff that we would do.
Yeah.
We would let people touch the trophy. We go to Chick-fil-A or maybe McDonald's or something like that.
I just picked up some Chick-fil-A sauces like 3 days ago.
I gotta ask, what would you guys do?
I had some vegan nuggets yesterday. Put the sauce.
How did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
What would you do if you guys won a championship? What's the first thing you do? Obviously, you're not sleeping, but you party with the team, and then what after?
So like, right after the game, like go hug your mom, or like the next day or that next.
The next day. So obviously, you have to party with your teammates and everything. But I'm saying, like, you've got the whole thing.
And they won in Milwaukee.
Parade.
And you're right. You're in Milwaukee. You're in Milwaukee. So you're gonna go hit the city. Y'all don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know where you're gonna go, but you're in the city somewhere. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have pre-parties planned. And so I'll probably be somewhere downtown Detroit, or I'll be at home with my family. This depends.
I would love to walk downtown Detroit and celebrate with fans, but if you just won the championship, you may not be able to do that because people are going to mob you. You could get hurt. So you may have to go home and chill.
Oh no, because when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, they all went to Club Live.
Yeah, but
that night.
The club is blocked off.
Right,
Regular
security.
People can't come and hug
That's why
you.
I'm saying you can go celebrate there, have a great time, and then leave. But you're around the fans, but you're protected, you're safe, you're having fun, and it's a good night, and you go back home.
What would you?
I'm not a club guy because I've been to those things where some athlete invites you to come to the club and celebrate something with you. You can't get within 50 feet of them because it's roped off, and if you try to get there, there's some guy named Sluggo's going to kick your ass.
No, you usually it's relaxed, it's chill. You're sitting in the booth, they're enjoying the music, you're enjoying the festivities. But
you are relaxed.
You just said if you won a championship, and I'm telling you that. So you want to do that?
The fan can't celebrate with you.
Yes, they can if you want to. You can walk in and out as needed, as you want. You can go out there, celebrate, and then go back in.
No, they look at you like you're circus animals on the other side of the rope, and if you try to go in and get some dap from the athlete, Sluggo the bouncer is going to kick your ass.
It's not because we don't want to celebrate, it's just because you don't know it's crazy people out there. And so to protect the players and to protect the fans, it's just roped off, and we can go in and out as we need it as players. Now, how is that not celebrating? What's the difference between a parade? Why you have a parade? They can go touch you on at the parade.
That is celebrating. I'm just saying it's not for me.
So Terry, you'll do the parade.
I'm not going to the club.
You doing the parade?
What would you do if you had
Why
the
would you
NBA
do the parade but not the
championship
club?
with
It's the same thing,
because
essentially.
If you're going to the parade, it's public.
The club is
Everybody
public.
can see you. It's something the team wants you to be a part of, and it's something that's important to the community.
The whole team.
You being
in the club. No, with the whole team.
Right.
The whole so the team wants you there because the whole team is there. The coaching staff's included.
No, but that's not a public thing.
It is a public thing because
when you're in the club, roped off like a circus animal.
All right, when you're on a vehicle going through the crowd, all they can do is look at you. What's the difference?
Everybody can see you. Everybody loves.
They got cameras in there.
It's a team function,
and this is a team function.
No, but I think what Terry's talking about is like private club events, the night of the victory.
It's not private. Everybody can come to it.
What are you talking? No, they do private club events all the time.
You said what?
They do private club events after a championship all the time.
No, but this wasn't because I know somebody who was there. So I'm telling you what I know, not what I think.
And Milwaukee.
No, I'm talking about when the Chiefs won. A player on the team. And the
but Patty Mahomes isn't coming up and giving a civilian a hug and saying, "We won." He's not doing that.
You don't know that.
He's not doing that.
How do you know?
Because I know. I'll call him right now on my Lions phone.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you gave me your number on air.
I got my, I'm so dedicated. Lions 10 and 7, baby.
That's an iPhone 10.7.
Yeah, 10.7. Hey.
No, for him, that might be an iPhone 5. Anyway, stay tuned. We got to take a quick break. You have Terry Foster, Joique here, and
Kennedy's got to tell us about a wonderful client though before.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Yes. Our friends at PAM, aka the Public Adjusters of Michigan, are giving you the chance to win a twosome. In the 3rd annual Darren McCarty charity golf outing on August 6th at the Links of Novi. The event is totally sold out, so this is the only way you can get in To enter for your chance to win, go to woodwardsports.com and look for the PAM logo to register. PAM represents the insured for property insurance claims, homeowners, and commercial property, fire, wind, and smoke. They got the money. They do the work. Why wouldn't you have them do it? Go to callpamfirst.com and be sure to go to the woodwardsports.com website and register for a chance to win a twosome in the Darren McCarty charity golf outing.
Send us the break, Kennedy.
I'm Kennedy. I'm here with Joique Bell, Terry Foster, Fish, and Art, and this is Woodward Sports.
Ooh.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
No, I'm sitting here during the break and I'm thinking in my head, how great would it be to have lifetime of free Chick-fil-A?
Oh.
Can you imagine how happy my son would be? That's like we get in the car and we'll drive just to go get Chick-fil-A, and there's no Chick-fil-A
Right.
close to us.
But you know what the key would be?
What?
I wouldn't mind paying if I could just skip the line.
Yeah.
If you could get to the front of the line.
I don't mind the Chick-fil-A lines because they move like
They
that.
do move really quickly,
They move.
Terry.
No,
This
you
is
could
the
stay in that line
fastest.
for 45 minutes.
No, never have I ever.
Have you been to the Novi one?
Have you been to the Hill one? The Hill.
What the hell is the Hill?
You don't know what the Hill is?
No.
The Hill is right next to Allen Park, right next to the
I
facility.
didn't know they had a Chick-fil-A over there. All right.
Yeah, they have a Chick-fil-A
No, I live-
by the Meyer,
I
by
live-
the Qdoba.
You need to come to my Chick-fil-A, brother.
Yeah, the one in Novi, right? The one by 12 Oaks
Novi.
Mall?
That's 45 minutes.
Here's my thing. Chick-fil-A could make billions if they would just open on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like,
They already make billions.
yeah, but more billions.
They're basically saying we don't need that.
Yeah.
No, they don't need that. Because that's their belief.
And I
Sunday
understand
is the Lord's Day for them, and I respect it.
Joique,
It's for religious reasons.
if you had Chick-fil-A every day, though, you would stop going to the gym. I guarantee it.
No, I wouldn't.
I get every day. You eat very healthy. You go the Chick-fil-A route, you're going to be 350 like, hello, everybody, I'm Joique Bell.
Joy could have to go to the gym every day.
Just
he do 2 a days in the gym.
Yeah, do 2 a days. You know, some people eat to live. Some people live to eat. I love to eat.
What am I? What does that make me?
Huh?
Live to eat or eat to live? What if it's just
I
that
eat
I
to
really
live.
enjoy food?
Huh?
Do I eat to live or live to eat?
Yeah. I don't, because Fish doesn't really like
I eat
food
to
like
live.
that. He eats to live. So he doesn't really like food. And in other words, I don't think he's had good food.
That is true. What are you doing?
I don't think he's had good food.
What just happened?
Does Fish eat bird seed? Is that the deal?
No, I do not. I just killed a bug that was in here, so. No, sorry, it was not a bug, it was a fly.
That's
I
even
don't know
worse.
So
where-
it makes
I don't know
it
where
better.
the fly is,
So
but
you're killing flies now. You're a killer.
Wow, you're a murderer. And you went to court today.
Blood
okay,
killer.
when there's a fly in your house, what do?
Terry, can
I open up the
you
window
try-
or I open up the door and let it outside.
I swat him.
And how long? Thank you, Terry Foster.
That's
How
why you
long
got
did that take to get him outside?
Fly
Years.
swatters.
No,
That's
it
why you got
doesn't.
newspapers.
So if it's a fly in your car, are you gonna let down your window? Or are you gonna try to smash it on your window?
Last time I checked the car, there's a smaller object than a house.
Now I let him out.
That's not what I asked you.
I
Though.
don't
That's not
wanna
what I
see
asked
that.
you. Is you answer the question?
I don't
Are
want
you
to see
gonna
that
let down
fly
the window?
gunk on my
In
mirror.
a car, you're gonna let down the window.
But what if it stays on the front window and it doesn't go through the side?
Well, then you're gonna smash it.
Okay, hang on,
But
Fish,
a
real
car is
quick.
bigger than a
People
window.
are asking about your court date and how it went. Did you guys know that he had a court date today, Terry, Joy?
I knew that. Yes.
Okay, how did it go, Fish?
It went fine. It was only a big deal because I had to leave 5 minutes early. If it was 10:30, you guys wouldn't even have
What
known
did the
about
judge
it.
say? How many years in prison?
How many
He
years
said
you got?
he said 0. It was not that serious. It's just
He's
Look
out
at
on
that.
bond.
Oh, you out on bond?
First day out, T Grizzly.
Hey, for
You guys are
what you
messed up.
did,
Yeah.
and you got off,
Yeah. Yeah.
white privilege.
They got the.
Jesus.
Do they have the tether on you?
Fucking hell. Oh boy.
But you do have to pay, but you don't have
How much
any
you have to
points.
pay?
Why should I disclose it on the air?
How much you
Why
have to pay?
not? Sing bat.
Come on, content. content. How much you got to pay?
Just 200. Well,
nothing.
Not
Man. He
just.
got off scot-free.
It's $200.
Jeez.
You killed those two people that just made you pay $200. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is white privilege. I don't even have that white privilege.
That's not white privilege. That's fish privilege.
Yeah. That is fish privilege.
Fish, you must know the judge. You must know.
I did not know anyone there.
He called Trick and got it thrown out.
Judge looked at him and said, "This guy is so adorable. I can't do anything."
That's who you talked to. You talked to Chief James Craig, didn't you?
By the way, speaking of Chief James Craig, he's running as a Republican for the.
He's running as a Republican.
But Chief Craig's got one vote in here.
We got to bring Chief Craig in here seriously. I respect that man so much for serving the people, and politics aside, we need to bring him in.
We do need to bring him in. Joique Bell.
Joique Bell,
would
you know him.
Would you be offering to bring him on the show?
I'll ask him.
Okay.
Art, preferably in studio?
Oh, of course.
All right, so preferably
did he
in studio.
officially announce? He hasn't officially announced.
No, he had.
Yeah, he did. Announced on
he
Tucker Carlson last night.
Yeah, he officially announced last night that he is going to be running against Governor Gresham.
He is
Whitmer.
in the race.
So 2022 is when they will face off.
Face off? What are they gonna fight?
No. You know when they have like their is it like their debate?
Yeah,
I want to. You know what we need to do? We need to have
the debate in here.
A debate in here, a real debate. Like they were talking back in the day to have Joe Rogan debate. Have Trump and Biden. I want that real shit. Like I don't want. Well, what would you do if you ran the world? This isn't a fucking Miss Universe pageant. I want the real questions.
All right, what's the real question you would ask?
A real question?
Gun
Why
laws.
are the roads fixed?
Yeah, roads, gun laws.
There's a start.
But the roads are getting fixed though. the highways.
Yeah, they're using hay.
How about this?
Yeah, the highways in
Why
one
is
week
the
fine.
infrastructure so bad that every time it rains,
It floods.
people get
Good
flooded?
call.
Yeah.
Don't ask common
What are you
sense
going to do
questions.
about that?
Don't ask
They
common
don't have a
sense
plan.
questions.
I don't think they have a plan, Terry.
They don't. They haven't had a plan for decades.
Decades.
Oh, but the flooding just started last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking.
Don't worry, it'll
Stephen
get better.
Art hates Jesus.
We'll just send FEMA.
That's not true.
What?
That's what they say in the comments.
No,
They were saying that because you want Chick-fil-A open on Sundays.
Yeah.
That's why
I
they
can't
said
even eat
debate
anything at
Jesus.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, so Chick-fil-A decides not to open on Sundays. Big deal.
They have fruit cups.
Yeah, a fruit cup. I'll go to McDonald's for that.
You got you get your nice fruit cup. They have salads there.
That's the thing. Gluten, like us people matter. Gluten-free people, like it's not. I'm not doing it to be cool. Like I'll lose more of my hair, and I get worst stomach cramps ever. Like it's like a man period. Why isn't there more gluten-free places?
There should be.
What's the deal with not gluten-free places? That was my
Because
They have gluten-free options
people
at most
probably lose
restaurants.
their shirts.
Lose their shirts.
They wouldn't make money.
Oh,
That's an expression.
Yeah, but
Okay.
there's only a handful of
expression,
gluten-free
Art.
people.
This
So
is
if they serve, there's only a handful of people that are gluten-free. So if they
That
serve
is
to
true.
them, they
And
can
plus,
still
when
make
you go to
money.
eat, you
But
want
the
something
thing
good.
is the shelf life. The shelf life.
You're not
If
really
they don't have
thinking
that many
about-
people ordering it.
There's
They're
good-
wasting money.
I will say, and they're not a client of ours, but they should be because I'll endorse them for free. Hungry Howie's, they have a gluten-free pizza.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I used to order.
I mean, amazing. But like Joique, being vegan, like you can't go to just go get fries somewhere, or go get food somewhere. Like,
Correction.
Oh.
Vegan/vegetarian.
What does that even mean?
That means like when I'm out in public, if they have some cheese on my burger and
Oh,
it's
okay.
not vegan, like I'll eat it. You know what I'm saying?
What is vegan cheese?
Plastic?
No, vegan cheese. Sometimes you can make like vegan cheese using like
Cashews.
cashews.
Yeah.
You can use it like different like vegetables.
But Joique, don't you hate? Because I'm already getting it in the comments. Like, are you gluten free just to be cool? Like, no. Like, I'll literally lose my hair because of it. It's I'm allergic to it.
Now,
It's
some people are gluten free because they have to be.
Yeah, I
They
have to be.
Serious
like I
medical
have
condition.
like the reason I know Hungry Howie's has the gluten free pizza because you do like the little blood intolerance thing when I played. They pull your blood, then they test it with like a lot of different things. And so a lot of things that I was eating that I thought was good for me wasn't. So like I had to give up strawberries, I had to give up bananas, I had to give up.
You were in a commercial for a pizza place.
Strawberries. What's wrong with strawberries?
Yeah, it's just like the thing is, I wasn't allergic to them, but they give you a list. Like you have like a red column, you'll have a orange column, you have a yellow, and you have a green. Red, you can't have it all. The orange, you can probably have like once every 6 months. The yellow is like you can have like twice a week, and then the green you can have every single day. And so, like in the orange, the strawberries and bananas. Like I couldn't have them like at all. Right.
In a pizza commercial, weren't you back in the day?
I was in a pizza commercial.
I have that commercial.
You have that?
It's at home, and I'll bring it tomorrow for a Flashback Friday.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
See, my dumb ass, I would think you could be.
It was pretty good.
No, I thought I would think you could be on a strawberry and banana diet and be good for the rest of your life. But that's not true.
No, because your body will build up like a tolerance to it, and so you have to give it up for a few months, and then you can go back to it. And so, like, it's something that you have to get done like constantly, probably like once a year or twice at the most.
And spinach. That's surprising.
I had to give up spinach too. Yep, I did.
You kind of look like Popeye, and you can't eat spinach. That's. I mean, that surprises me.
We about to. You know what? We're going to do Ballin with Bell when we come back from break. I really want to break down this run, and in order for us to make this play right here go for the whole 9. There's a few changes that DeAndre Swift will have to make on this run in the future. So stay tuned, stay tapped in. And this is Woodward Sports.
Do you know why realtors love using Hall Financial as a lender? Because of our commitment to speed and service. We have nearly 4,000 5-star reviews already. Call today, 248-308-5000, or go to Call Hall first.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Blank and Bell here. And now we are going to do the great segment that's getting notoriety across the nation, Ballin with Bell and Joique Bell. You're going to break down the play, and there's a part of this play where I thought DeAndre Swift made the right move, but you're going to explain to me why he didn't.
Yeah, so it wasn't that he made the right. I mean, everything about this play. Run this play for me real quick. We'll come back to it. Start it over. Great vision. Great footwork to get through the hole. Way to see it. But there's certain things at the end of this run that from the outside looking in, you won't be able to notice. But me looking at this run, we could have got a little bit more out of it. All right. So start it right here. Right now, they're in their sub 4-3 defense right now. From the looks of it, they're in the under defense with a shade over the center, the 3 technique and a wide 9. You have the linebacker, which is a Sam walked up on the offensive line right now, on the D-line, I mean. And then you have the 2 backers in the backfield. You have the cornerback right here, and you have the free safety stepping up. The things that you see right here is that, the coach is playing chess moves. So they're playing chess moves. And they knew that if they were to take this guy on this run, which they're running inside zone to the open side, that if they bring this guy back down the line, that is going to take this guy with them. And not only will it take this guy with them, if you look right here, and not only will it take the safety with him, but it's also he's going back to get a back block as well on this linebacker coming down the line. So hit play for me in slow motion for me. All right, pause it. All right, if you look right now, 28 is following 83 right here, and 83 is blocking this guy on the line. So he's basically blocking 2 guys, but really only blocking 1. All right. He's taking 20 out of the running lane. And the offensive line, the left tackle, the left guard, and the center did a great job with walling off this backside of this play. Play in a slow motion. Pause it. While running, he sees that this guy has to go around that block, so he knows he's not going to touch him. He sees this small hole right here where the right guard, the right tackle are both walling off the defensive tackle and also the backer. On the left side, they have a great wall right here, and this place to go this place should go for the whole 9. So play in a slow motion for me really quickly. As a running back, when you get in the open field, stop it right here. Right now, he's at the numbers. Now, we're taught as running backs, once you get to the numbers, get upfield. Stop pushing yourself to the sideline. And the reason you don't want to do that is because now the defender, which right now 26 is coming right now, can use the sideline as another defender. And one thing you don't want to do is get too close to that sideline to where you can't cut back, because now the defender knows that's the only place you can go, or he's just going to run you out of bounds. And so run it real quick. And so if you look, he keeps pushing towards the sideline, and the defender just stays inside, and he knows he's going to cut back. He's there to make a play. Everything about this run is great. Great vision, great speed getting down the field. It's just the finish and being able to set up that defender to be able to either to make a cut back or to do some type of stutter step to stop his feet and then turn it into a foot race, because that's all you really need to do. And so let's take another look at it. It's a great play, great walls on both sides. He sees a hole, great jump cut back through the hole. And now just using your speed to run away. Get vertical now, get vertical. You see him coming, get vertical. Give him a stutter step and use your ability and your skills to make that guy miss, because that's what's going to get you the big bucks.
Now, here's the mistake I would have made. I would think I can outrun this guy, so I want to get as far away from him as possible. That's why I would drift towards the sideline. Why is that wrong?
I just told you why that's wrong.
I know, but I want you to explain it to me, because
so it's two things. So we're taught this. The only thing that can beat speed is angles. And so this guy has an angle on him. And so he can't outrun the angle. He's not vertical with him.
Okay,
he's not parallel.
Stop it now.
Now
I thought Swift had a half yard on him at some point. And if
if we're running it back a little bit, take it back just a little bit more.
Yeah,
right. So keep going. If you look, he's even slowing down to make sure he doesn't get in front of him so that he can't cut back. So go back some more. Just a little bit. All right, so hit play, slow motion. As you look, now he's slowing down. He's slowing down to make sure.
So the Swift slow down. Why didn't he just keep going?
Huh? Because he had the angle, and he knows he had the angle. So he was just going to get either pushed out of bounds, but he wanted more out the play. But if he wanted more out the play, he should stay vertical down that hash. And so as he's coming, he can do what he's doing now, right? Stop his feet and then continue running to the sideline and make it a foot race. All right. But he can't do anything except cut back now. He can't continue to run towards the sideline. And he knows that, and that's why he tries to spin back in. And so, Ballin with Bill. Thanks for tapping in. And make sure you tap in next week if I can go through and break down more NFL breakout run. So, do we have another read, Art?
We could go to break.
Did we do my bookie already?
We did actually, Joique. You have corrected me, and I am wrong.
Right.
I will admit, unlike some people on this show, that sometimes mistakes happen.
No.
And sometimes it's all the time by Art. So, yeah, let's talk about my bookie, the greatest.
Yeah.
You can win a bunch of money. Good job. In the world of sports, the offseason is the time to relax and regroup after a hard-fought season. But playing with MyBookie gives you the choice to decide when your season begins and ends. At MyBookie.ag, you can bet on hundreds of games and leagues from around the world, whether it's a game day parlay or a long shot winner. MyBookie's got you covered. You could use pre-game props, or you could even bet the game live to shift the odds in your favor and always come out on top. And not only does MyBookie host exclusive sports betting contests you can't find with any other book, the bonuses are insane. If you sign up today with MyBookie and use the promo code Woodward, you're going to receive up to $1,000 in bonus money when you make that first deposit. That's $1,000 in extra cash when you make your first deposit with MyBookie using the promo code Woodward. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. We'll be back right here on Woodward Sports.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America, Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
The Olympic Games are a mess, and they haven't even started yet. The Czech national team has 5 players or people who tested positive for COVID. There's not going to be fans. First of all, and the other thing is Japan is only 17% vaccinated. Are they even going to have these games? Now,
yes, they are.
All of this stuff, I understand they're going to have the games, but me personally, I'm not going to watch as much because I don't like not having fans. I like fans in there. It adds to the telecast. So I don't know if I'm going to be into the Olympics as much as I normally am, because this seems like something is missing. United States women have already lost in soccer, and that's one of my main things I like to do. I expect them to win a gold medal. That's probably not going to happen. Men's basketball team has already lost exhibition games.
They'll still win the gold.
So now I'm kind of wondering what the hell is going on
They
there.
still win the gold, though.
Yeah, they'll still win.
Why are people so hell-bent on them losing exhibition games?
Because it's the United States, and the United States doesn't lose in basketball.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why.
They beat
Whether it's
Nigeria
on
by
a playground,
80 points.
Exhibition, Olympic Games, on the moon, that's just not what we do.
Because we're winners!
Yeah, they beat Nigeria by 80. So when they played them 2012 Olympics, they beat them by like 80, and they lose
I think
to
it was
Nigeria
a shock
and
to
Australia.
the system. When you're 52 and 2
Australia's
or
pretty
something.
good, though.
Yeah, they are, but they still haven't beat America until 2019, August 24th, I believe was when they beat them.
Wow, the Sean Baligian of Olympics.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I was watching that game, so.
Plus, you lost to Nigeria. Even though they had good players, it's still a country you don't respect as far as basketball is concerned. That added to the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, we're arrogant Americans. There's just certain sports we're not supposed to lose in. For instance, baseball. Only time we're supposed to lose in baseball
It's to Japan.
is to Cuba and Japan. Anybody else is a shock to the system.
Here's my question: why is it so forced? Like, why is it so forced? But if Tokyo isn't prepared and Japan isn't prepared, and you got to have, if you want to have sex, you got to do it on a cardboard box somewhere out in the middle of Japan and hope you don't get caught, and the condoms have holes in them. Like, what are we doing? Why are we even doing the Olympics? Is it that important?
It's money.
I mean, it's getting protests. But they're losing money.
Yeah.
They'll end up losing money.
$20 billion, they're saying possibly.
Yeah.
Well, but they would lose $5 billion if they don't play. So they have really no choice
First of all,
but to play.
you guys got to understand the International Olympic Committee, greedy old men.
Mm-hmm.
They got to make their billions. They got to get their payouts and kickouts and everything. If the Olympics doesn't take off, there's going to be some pissed off dudes.
So let me say something. In the MMA community, when a fighter has COVID, it seems to have gotten worse when you're a fighter because you're an athlete and you try and push through it, so you train harder. Then you have body issues on top of that. Like Cody Garbrandt, for instance. He was out for months. Hamzat Chimaev, the same thing. If they're pushing these athletes and it's like, oh, well, you have to perform still. You get COVID and you come back. What if an athlete dies over COVID because we had to have the Olympics out in Tokyo? I think that it should be canned altogether because there's too many problems.
I don't think anyone
What are you
will
talking
die.
about? The people who has COVID, they're out. They're not performing.
No, but what I'm saying, though, is if an athlete goes out there and they're normally protected in their gyms or wherever they train at, and they go out to the Olympics and get COVID, okay, and they decide to push through it like some of the MMA athletes have.
They can't push through it because once they test you.
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is having to go out there, you get COVID, and you come back, but something happens to you. Regardless if you push through it or not, and you come back and something happens to you and you die, you know damn well, Terry, those investors aren't going to care. But why are we pushing something for empty stadiums, bears on the loose, having sex in cardboard boxes? It seems like the worst experience ever. If I'm an athlete, I'm saying no.
I thought they didn't want you to have sex.
They don't.
No, they don't.
They don't want.
They want you to have sex after with the Olympics.
You can't stop the
That's why
sex.
they're giving you pardon as pardon gifts. They're giving out condoms.
Yeah, but if somebody's fine, is the cardboard box going to stop you?
You ever seen that?
Heck no.
Can we also emphasize?
All right, have you seen that Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart?
Yeah.
Yeah, they be effing if San Quentin.
They be effing.
They be effing in them Olympics.
Can we emphasize that this is not just any cardboard box? People see the headline and say, "Oh, they're just
You knew
sitting
it would get them revved up, Art, and you did it anyway.
A made cardboard box. So it's not a real. It's for recycling. Yes, it's for recycling. It's helping the environment.
Helping the environment out.
So all the people that say, "Oh, it's a cardboard box,"
so say they have sex on the bed and the bed breaks, then what? They give them a new bed?
Okay, it's been actually proven incorrect that the beds do not break. There's been several people who have had like 5, 6 people on the bed. They've been jumping, sitting, hasn't broken down.
They've been jumping and sitting?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
There's videos of it. You can find it on the internet. Just go up to the Googles, and it's
I guess
there.
a cardboard box
There's
is
been
not
several
stopping
people
me. Unless it's got
that have done
nails
it.
or something,
So-
or fire ants. That's the only way it's going to stop me.
They're doing it so they can
put somebody that
reuse the facilities.
Here's my question, though. If you're an athlete that's supposed to be participating in the Olympics, do you want to go? Hell no. It's so much of a risk.
Yes, I want to go. What?
What?
Yes.
To sleep on a cardboard
Bro,
bed?
I just told you it's not as bad.
You mean to sit here and tell me that people that's been training for this for 10,
Right.
12 years is not going to go? Because of
I'm
a
going.
virus?
I'm not going.
I'm going.
You're
You know how
taking
many
care of
viruses?
me. I'm providing content. I'm providing electric
No, there are
performance.
some athletes who are opting out because of the virus.
Yeah.
And have they been there before?
Probably.
Most of them have.
But you have
Exactly.
to realize too, some sports there's kind of like an age limit on them too, where like, well, one, you might not make it the next time around, and two,
Right.
there are sports where the athletes are very, very young. Like gymnasts are typically very, very young when they're at the Olympics.
And they
it's
weigh like,
just a fact.
weigh like 40 pounds.
Yeah,
So
Right,
gymnasts
and
is
it's
like-
because like their bodies like don't go through puberty until they're done with that. So
Okay,
Like
but
a-
let me ask a question. There's weightlifting in the Olympics, correct? I'm not a big Olympic guy. Yes, Fish?
Well, we're going to get you
Okay.
in the Olympics for the next 2 weeks.
Okay, so here's my question. COVID attacks people that are overweight. So weightlifters are usually heavier builds. I mean, to me, that should be a red flag right there. We shouldn't do it.
They're more muscle than
They're more
overweight,
muscle,
though.
Yeah, but you're still overweight.
But that's obese.
Not according to doctors.
What overweight is you got a big ass pot belly and your arms are drooping down. These dudes, even though they might weigh 300 pounds, they're not overweight. I mean, like for instance,
No, they're overweight, but they're
a defensive end who might weigh 280 and be 6'7". I don't consider him overweight. He's a big guy, but to me, overweight is that you're fat and sloppy and out of shape.
No, overweight has nothing to do with that. Overweight has something to do with your body composition. And so,
would you go, Joique? Would you?
I just said I would go.
Oof, that's
if I
a
played
risk.
baseball, or if I did track and field, yes, I would go.
I would go now if I could, but
we know you
shut
would,
us down.
Fish.
We know you would, Fish.
Definitely would go.
You would sleep on a bed of nails.
Maybe not that far, but again, the
He's got that
cardboard
leather
box
skin.
is not as bad as people say it is.
No, I'm just saying I would sleep on it if I can go to the Olympics.
It's probably better than half the beds. Well, not yours, Joique. You probably have like a master bed, but probably better than half the beds any of you have. So,
why? You don't think Terry Foster has a nice bed?
How
well, he
dare
probably
you?
does have a nice
you?
bed.
Nobody
Sorry,
can't fit a
Terry
king-size
Foster.
bed.
You probably have a great bed.
T-Foss got that California King, I'm sure.
You got that California King?
No, I got foam.
Ooh.
Oh, memory foam?
Yeah,
The
that stuff.
Tempur-Pedic?
Yeah.
Does it have like the back heater in it and the cooling sides
have
and
all
everything?
Hey, Terry, you know what? Maybe if you're really good for your birthday.
You know what?
Okay.
Kennedy has that though.
I have what?
No, Kennedy didn't get.
I have a cooling mattress.
Yeah.
She didn't get the bed from the lawyer. It never worked out, Joey.
Oh, you didn't get that?
She said, "Well,
Oh,
you
he
let
caught
me
on.
bring
He
it
caught
up
on.
to
He
bring
caught
it
onto
up."
your games. He caught onto your games.
He did.
He did. Oh, you look, gold digger. I'm getting back with my ex. What?
Wow.
Don't call. And I told him, I said, you call my best week with the Tessie that, because you're not that.
Thank you.
Anyways,
someone's
you are
very
lovely. You are a lovely.
Back on
young
track
lady.
to the Olympics.
You are a lovely young lady who deserves somebody to take care of them for the rest of your life, because you're not a gold digger.
Mr. Right will come along.
Someone's calling me out in the comments saying
about Chick-fil-A.
Wow, I'm 6'4" and 195, tested positive. Thanks, Art, for calling me overweight. I tested positive but was never sick. I understand that. What I'm saying is this, though. Is it worth the risk? For an athlete, they've worked their whole life for it. I understand that. You're performing in front of an empty stadium. You could get mauled to death by a bear. They're giving you condoms that got holes in them. Oh, and you get to sleep on a cardboard box. To me, it's not worth it. I'd be like, hey, I'll see you in a couple years.
So
chances of you getting mauled by that stupid bear are minimal.
Yeah, not the bears that I know.
Not the bears you know?
Fool.
Shut up, Art. What's up, Fish?
So the Olympic opening ceremony
we
is
gotta take a
tomorrow.
break.
The opening ceremony to the
sports.
Olympics is tomorrow. and I want to know if you guys are going to watch
Oh, I don't want to cut him off.
Olympic opening ceremony. So are you guys going to watch?
Fish.
I'm ready if you cut me off. There we go.
Financial. With historically low interest rates and 5-star service, you could pay your mortgage off faster without increasing your monthly payment. Get started now at 248-308-5000 or chat with us online. Call hallfirst.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Blank and Bell, and we're going to ask that everybody in the comment section stop calling each other fat. That's
And
not
obese.
nice.
It's not.
Oh, God.
It's based off. Is this based off your
BMI?
Your BMI.
So anyways, the
Your body
Olympic
mass
opening
index.
ceremony is happening Friday.
Oh yeah, tell us about it.
Will any of you watch? It's live at 7 a.m. Me and Stick will be watching. Art, you're more than invited to join us tomorrow morning. We will be what?
Well, the last minute invite.
Me and Stick just talked about this morning. It's not last minute.
Yeah, I'll tell my kids no diaper changes. Sorry,
Well,
guys,
anyways,
gotta
it's 7
go.
a.m. if you want to watch it live, or you can be Terry Foster and watch it taped away at 7:30 p.m.
I've been
tomorrow.
alive for about 6 or 7 of these openings.
So, are you going to watch the
and I've
opening
never watched
ceremony,
one.
and does it interest you? So,
the
Joique, it does
opening?
not interest you?
I thought I was going to die during an opening ceremony at the Olympics.
Was it Atlanta or Torino?
I was at the Winter Olympics in Turin, Italy, or we call it Torino, and I didn't know that it wasn't even a hotel. We stayed in an old army barracks.
Oh.
Or no, it was an army hospital, and I stayed in a room about as big as that booth over there. So you fly in. We flew to Paris and then flew to Italy, and so by the time I was dead tired. And it was like 4 in the afternoon. I was out. So at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, whenever it was, I hear this loud explosion, and it kept going and going. And so
ceremony.
I'm waking up from a sleep. I thought it was terrorists. I'm at the Olympics. You know, the terrorists would love to infiltrate the game. So I thought we were under attack. So I go to the window and everything. I see all these bright lights and everything. I said, oh, dumbass, those are fireworks. Those are not bombs. But I thought, man, we were under attack. I thought that was it for me.
So, Arthur the Great, will you watch
the Olympics?
Opening ceremony. You have any interest?
I like the shooting and the archery, but other than that, I don't give a
That's
shit
not the
about
opening
it.
ceremony.
What I do give a shit about is if somebody closes my door one more time, I'm gonna
Okay, that's not the opening ceremony. Kennedy, will you watch? Okay, Kennedy's gone.
Oh my God!
What, the shooting? I said the shooting archery.
I know, but I said the opening ceremony.
Oh, no, I
not
don't give a
the
shit.
actual Olympics.
No,
Fish.
Fish
I'll light
wants
a
us
torch
to wake
at
up
home.
at 4 in the morning to watch the opening ceremony. I'm not doing it.
No, Terry,
No.
it's at 7 a.m. live, or you can watch it taped away to
That's too
7:30.
early.
I don't care which one you pick. I
I'll
just
watch
like
it
it
taped
because
away.
it's the Olympics. It's a history lesson within sports.
You said at 7 a.m.
That's the live version.
Okay, I bet the gym.
But the taped away is at 7:30 p.m. prime time on NBC, and it's a
Listen,
history
I'll
lesson
grab
within
one of
sports.
those barbecue lighters and I'll light it and I'll go. Ooh,
Who's
fish,
bringing
look.
it in? Who's bringing it in this year?
For the
Right,
torch.
like the torch. Who's bringing in the torch?
It's going to be some Japanese legends that'll bring it in. It's going to be 6 or 7 Japanese legends that everyone in Japan adores. It might
Somebody
be a sumo.
Japanese.
Might be a sumo wrestler. There's rumors that there
I'd
might be a
watch that.
sumo wrestler who will bring it in. Sumo's not.
They
in the
put a
Olympics,
lot
by the
of
way.
gel in their hair. They got to be
Well,
careful.
I tell you what, if the sumo wrestler comes in wearing his diaper, I'll watch that.
Me
Yes.
too.
It's not. Hey, respect. It's not a diaper.
It's more of like a thong, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyways, Kennedy, will you watch the opening ceremony
Fish,
tomorrow?
if I am honest with you, I don't think I've ever watched an opening
What
ceremony.
the hell is wrong with you
Nor
people?
will I
It's
probably
funny
ever.
Watching
What's
a
it mean?
350
You don't
pound
like
man
food. What's
wearing
wrong with
Huggies.
you?
Okay, that's fine. Fair.
Right, fair. We'll leave
But
it
it's
at
the
that. Do we
opening
question
ceremony.
you? Do we question you?
Well, you can.
Yeah, but we don't.
Okay. Well,
We'll let you be you, Fish.
but the opening ceremony is a big
Because
thing.
you're such a great person.
Is
Fish.
it?
Worldwide.
Huh?
I understand that, Fish. I've never watched it. I've never seen anyone watch it.
Yeah, I think the hoopla of the Olympics is really died down this one.
Yeah.
So
Not to Fish. Fish, is the Olympics like your favorite?
yeah.
It's a big event. It's the most worldwide event other than the World Cup of soccer.
Well, that's opinion.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not opinion. That is fact. You can look it up.
What's the most watched
Look it
event?
up, Art.
What's the most watched event?
Most watched event is the World Cup final for soccer.
No.
No,
Second is the Super
in the
Bowl.
world. The most watched. No. Just one event. What's the most watched event?
It is the World
It's
Cup. I
100
know where
meters?
you're getting. You're trying to say Super Bowl,
100 meters?
Yeah. Last time I checked, it was Super Bowl.
not worldwide.
Yeah, it is. Look it up. I could be
going
wrong,
to right now.
but look it up.
It's definitely in America. I'll
Yeah,
give you
yeah.
that.
I
Oh,
think, yeah.
hang on. No. Fish, I will say that you are actually correct.
He's correct.
Oh,
The FIFA World Cup
You might be right, yeah.
is the most watched.
Yep.
Okay. And in the U.S. is Super Bowl.
Yes,
Okay.
which
All right,
makes
cool.
total sense.
All right.
Stick, do you know offhand the most watched Olympic event for like the Tokyo Olympics? If you had to guess what it would be?
Probably the 100 meters. The track and field events do pretty well. So 100 meters, 200 meters, the relay 4x100 probably do pretty well.
Yeah, the 4x4 would do well. The hurdles.
Swimming is very underrated, by the way. Do any of you guys watch the swimming?
I watch
Is it
swimming.
highway?
I like
Okay.
swimming, but not the long distance swimming. Just kind of like the long distance swimming is like the long distance track
the
and field. I
1500
don't
meters.
watch it.
But the 1,500 meters in track is a lot more exciting than the 1,500 meters or whatever they have in swimming.
Yeah. So, like the relay where they have to do like the I don't know what you call it.
The
relay.
4x100, the swimming or track?
No, swimming.
Okay.
The swimming. When they have the relay where you have a person doing the
doing
freestyle, another person
different
doing the
events,
backstroke, the other one doing butterfly, other one doing something like I like that as well.
Joique, this is my favorite comment ever. Mike said, Fish just stiff-armed Joique with facts.
Oh, he did.
You don't get many wins, man. Take the win.
Take the win, Fishy.
I just did. I just put it up.
Yeah.
You know what event
But
I
is the Olympics bigger in the U.S. than the Super Bowl too?
Probably not, but it's going to be
No,
pretty
can't
close. It would be pretty close.
All right. Probably in
Maybe
North
not this year, but 2028 is going to be in LA, so that very well may top
Okay.
ratings over the Super Bowl.
You know what event I kind
But
of
the
like?
Olympics
for a
goes
stupid
head-to-head with
reason?
Super Bowl.
The butterfly in swimming.
Ooh, that's
Because
good.
every time they go up, somebody blows a whistle like tweet, tweet, tweet to keep them on pace. I kind of like the little whistle that the butterfly.
I like swimming though. I watch swimming, track and field. I actually watch swimming more than I watch basketball.
Hey, Terry, correct Mike if this is correct or not. I saw Terry set a record for the 100-meter booty lounge at a live Tigers broadcast. Is that true?
It was not a Lions Tigers. I did set the record at a Lions pregame in the booty lounge. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Terry.
Terry knows
What
what's up.
records you set in the booty lounge?
I don't want to say.
No, we need to know. We need to know.
We need to know.
So let's talk about the actual Olympics. Art, your sports you'll watch is shooting, archery.
That's wrestling. I watch wrestling. I will say, the only Olympic sport that I've actually watched was I did watch wrestling.
So you won't watch
never
any of the
watched wrestling.
basketball.
I watch
or the-
freestyle wrestling. I don't like Greco-Roman.
You don't like track and field?
What's that?
So I'll watch, like, if I turn it on and I see someone's about to high jump, I'm gonna watch it. If I see somebody about to do a long jump, I'm gonna watch it. But the one thing that I would sit there and wait for is the 100 meter, the 200, the open 4 is cool, the 400 hurdles, the 110 hurdles, and then like the 4x4 is like that's the man's race.
So you're a sprinter.
4x1.
You're a sprint guy.
Well, 4x4 is not really a sprint. It's more so of a. It's in the middle.
Combo.
It's a combo.
Yeah.
It's a science to it. And so when I ran it, I had to get a science to it. It's like everyone has their own, I guess, formula to how they run the 400.
Let me ask you something, young man. When you were on the Lions in your prime, and they lined up for the 100 meters, first of all, would you have made the 8-man finals?
In 100?
In the 100?
No. Heck no. No.
Would you make this? Would you make the semifinals?
I would. If I in my prime, if I train for and I work and like I bust my probably the 110 hurdles.
No, I'm just talking about the 100 meters with the guys on your team, because you guys are not going to do hurdles. Your coaches probably wouldn't allow it.
Why not?
But because they don't want you to stretch yourself. But I'm
Yeah,
just
they don't
saying,
want you to
if
tear your hamstring.
No, I mean, that's what I
would
did,
you
though.
one of the 8
We hurling
fastest
people in
guys
the
on
game.
that Lions team?
And I learned hurling from running hurdles. You said what?
Would you have been one of the 8 fastest guys on the team?
Just running that open 100?
Yes.
Probably not.
Okay.
Running in a relay, like an anchor leg, coming like, I probably can make the top 8 back then. That's different.
It is different.
It is different. Running that, having that head start, being able to pick up speed, because I keep picking up speed and I can sustain it.
So you better at the 200 than the 100?
I never ran the 200.
Okay.
I was the 110 hurdles, the 300 hurdles, the 4x4 and the 4x1, and anchored in the 4x1. Those are my ones right there, because you can only do 4 in high school, so you got to pick which 4 you want to do. And sometimes I'll do high jump, depending on the meet.
All right, beautiful.
Did you know, this is a Olympic fun fact, that U.S. Olympians will earn $37,500 for each gold medal in Tokyo, $22,500 for each silver, and $15,000 for each bronze. So it's kind of interesting. I thought they weren't getting paid at all. I thought that they got paid after, with endorsements that they get or whatever.
So they don't make any money. So that's where they go. They make their money from their sponsorship deals and contract. Kind of like how the girl got the endorsement with Doritos with the Cool Ranch earrings. And so you get endorsements like that. They don't really make money from running these meets.
Do you see them doing a similar approach to what they have done with college athletes eventually, or are the investors too no, we're not giving up our money?
What are you talking about?
With actually paying them. They get the endorsements, obviously, but a flat rate would be nice. Obviously, college athletes aren't getting that. But you travel all the way across the world, and you only get paid if you win. Should there be a participation trophy money?
They get paid by sponsors.
Yeah, they get paid by sponsors. So in college, the issue was they couldn't get paid by sponsors. They couldn't get paid for their likeness. They couldn't get paid for their names. That's not what's happening in the Olympics.
Are the expenses paid?
Probably so.
When Clarissa went out, probably by the team.
Yeah, they probably fly you over because they need you there.
You know what would be a great subject for this? Clarissa Shields. We should bring her in sometime to talk about the Olympics, Joique.
Wow.
There we go.
Kennedy Broadwell, what's your favorite Olympic sport? Summer Olympics.
Oh, that's cool.
Gymnastics, beach volleyball. I'll probably tune into soccer if they're in the gold round,
Now, you watch beach volleyball for the competition or the outfits?
I played beach volleyball growing up, so I really, really enjoy watching volleyball. It's one of my favorite sports to watch.
I would destroy
you. I thought you had to be tall to do that.
No. Well, I was a libero, so I was in the back row, just defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were a Laredo? What?
A libero.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
You went to Cracker Barrel? What'd you say?
That was a long way to the joke, Joique.
What'd you say? No, libero.
A libero.
A libero.
You look so what the hell is going on?
I was at Cracker Barrel. I did work at Cracker Barrel in high school.
You
no,
did?
How the hell did you know that?
What?
Yeah, in the
that
gift
was my spot.
in the
French
gift
toast?
shop.
Oh,
I worked in the gift shop.
The French toast there.
Cracker Barrel. You big Cracker Barrel guy?
Oh yeah, up and down 94. I mean, you got to. I've been driving 94 for the past 16 years.
Cracker Barrel's not bad.
Their secret is that they cook everything, and instead of butter, they use what's that other stuff?
Crack.
Lard.
Margarine.
Margarine, I think.
Margarine.
They cook everything in a bunch of
No, it's
margarine to get
hard
it that
drugs.
crisp. And hard drugs.
Yeah.
They have
No,
boiled-
actually, though, the cook at the Cracker Barrel I worked at had a crush on me, and he would give me free edibles every time I had a shift.
Jeez.
Fun fact.
They have boiled peanuts
I
at the Cracker
thought
Barrel.
butter was supposed to be more tasty.
Go over there by
than
the
margarine.
sit by the fireplace and play checkers with my sister right there.
Oh man.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. That's
cute.
childhood. Sundays after, sometimes we go out to eat after church. Sometimes we'll go to Cracker Barrel. That was a big thing, for me back then. We didn't go to Cracker Barrel.
Thank
too
you
often.
for talking about the Olympics. I really appreciate you guys giving us the respect. Morningwood hasn't really talked about the Olympics very much. But,
What's the best show
you
here at the
guys
network?
Say it, Fish.
Blank and Bell.
Gang,
11 to 1.
Gang.
Tap in tomorrow.